Yo, 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 what up, people?
You sound so.
What's up? Ginger Bomb, what up? What's going on, family? Yeah, I got a little, I'm coming off a little, a little, I'm not even gonna call it flu. It's like a 24-hour thing. It ain't no
Ain't no
flu.
24 hours. He
I ain't,
lying.
I ain't, I ain't even claiming that, y'all. I ain't claiming it. Auntie,
Hey, Auntie.
I am Precious was good. Josh is king for sure. Aisha, two, Benson, Mike Rizzo, what up? King Murdoch. What's going on, family?
You got my
Yeah,
size today. You ready?
we
You
gonna get
ready,
it
Jen?
in. I got my signs ready tonight. Here we go. Here we go. Don't start your stuff already. We ain't even get no intro, yo. Ain't no intro yet. Nick, what's good with you? Yeah, we gonna talk about it. Are you a runner or stay and sleep on the couch and work it out? That's the topic. Are you a runner? Are you a track star? Or are you gonna stay on the couch and you gonna make it work? Hmm. Good question. Good question. All right, sure. You gonna have to start us off. I already can tell I ain't gonna be able to do a whole lot of talking. I'm gonna have to get a little water or something like that because I'm a little congested. So kick it off for us. First, well, I'll do this part. All right. So before Cherie kicks it off, um, just a little setup in terms of the rules, how we do it. He goes in the basement. Yes, he does. I can't even go in the basement. I can't even go in the basement now, Auntie. You know what I mean? Sharice said, don't go in the basement because it's a little cool down there. She said, go on upstairs. So I just listened to her. So, that's that. So all right, just a couple things on the rule side. For one, if you hold on for 1 second. All right, so for one, Joe Mo, what up though? Amina,
Hey, Gemma.
what's good? All right, so real quick before Cherie just start
Turn
us
your
off with
phone
the
up. You sound
intro.
low.
It is a this listen, you're gonna do most of the talking today. But before Cherie start off with the intro, pretty much is just a couple things. Make your comments, enjoy the comment section. We're gonna have a blast there, you know what I mean, in the comment section. That's all good. But if you want us all to chime in on it, then hit the question mark down at the bottom where your comments are. Just hit that and then type in your comment. But if you really want to get in the mix, then tap the little cube, the add cube, and then you can join in on a live and get in one of the cubes on a live, and then we can go, kind of set it off. And you can say what you got to say. You don't have to type nothing up. So that's that part. Next part is hit that airplane and share it to anybody that you know or you feel like could benefit from this or even add to what we got going on. Of course, it's a safe space, and we like to just have our conversations as grown folks, you know what I mean, about relationships, about marriage, about dating, all that other good stuff. So if anybody can benefit from it, just share it to them and let them join in. So go ahead, without further ado,
I'm a runner.
set
I'm
us
a
off.
track star. Quiet, Gemma. Oh, gosh. Mm-mm-mm.
All right, you can set us off.
All right, so if anybody's new to the live, me and Jamal's been married for 12 years. It was a rocky 12 years, but then the pandemic happened, and then here we are today. So, today's topic is: are you a runner or stay and sleep on the couch and work it out? So, Jamal, are you a runner or you'll sleep on the couch and work it out?
Let me see. So I'm a.
Don't lie.
What you mean? Don't lie. I mean, we've been together for 12 years, so what do that mean?
Mm,
So
tell me. Yeah.
apparently, you know what I mean, I ain't no stranger to the couch. So so I'm gonna say I'm
And
a
you ain't a stranger with running. But go ahead.
see the shots. Anyway, I'm gonna say that it depends on the situation. If I think is something that's worth it. Or I'll say, I'll say this: if I'm in a situation where I'm dating somebody or in a partnership with somebody, if I feel that what I mean, um, that the relationship is worthy, then I'm gonna definitely rumble. But I'm also not gonna rumble if I feel like my partner um has decided to not continue to rumble too, because what I mean, like I'm the type of person that I'm not I I'm gonna get the hint. I'm not the guy that's gonna be trying to fight for something and we not both rumbling. So I don't really like to be the guy that's in the way, because I feel like some people, they don't catch a hint or they don't get the drift that it's not working and somebody's not working on it with you. So if I feel like my partner is not working for it with me, then that for me is the time to exit, or to what I mean, put on my track sneaks. So it depends on what I'm saying, the energy I'm getting from the partner. That's me. So talk to us. How you feel? That's just a little brief, John, just to put something out there. But go ahead.
I mean, I feel like I'm gonna sleep on the couch and work it out. Well, sleep in my own bed, depending on the circumstances. I'll either sleep on the couch, I'll sleep in my bed. Shut up and move over. I mean, I might even leave, but I come back though. So I'm not a runner. I'm gonna just take a step back and figure it out. But for the most part, I'm gonna sleep on the couch or sleep in my own damn bed. That's right, it's because I ain't really no runner. I'm not really a runner. I'm a fighter. I want to figure it out. We gonna get to the bottom of this today.
You sound a little aggressive.
Well, I'm only being honest.
So let me ask you a question. So, time outer. She said you're not a runner, you're a time. So let me
That's
ask you
why
a
I need a
question.
timeout. Go get my thoughts together. I'll be right back.
So
Depending on the circumstances, how it get. If it get too intense, I'm like, I gotta go outside for a second, get my mind right. I might even go cry in the car. Things like that. Power walk, right? But I'll be
Joe
right
said
back.
start walking. So this is my question to this topic. So, because for me, I'm the type of person that I don't like to be the guy that doesn't get the hint. You know what I mean? Like, um, so if I'm in a situation and I don't want to be fighting for something, and be in a situation where somebody else really just don't want to keep fighting for it. They might want to, you know, might not want to keep going on with the relationship or whatever. I don't want to be the one that's like fighting for something just alone. Cause then to me that's like that person really don't want you. So I don't really want to be anywhere where I'm not truly wanted. So my question is, when do you know, like, what's the line between you know fighting for something, you know what I mean, or staying on the couch or whatever? What's the line that gets drawn? When do you know if you fighting for something that you should be fighting for or not? I think that's like a big question right there. So when do you know, if you're fighting for the right situation? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? You feel
I
me?
mean, if you love somebody and you truly care for them, anything is worth fighting for. That's what I say. Anything is worth fighting for. If you love and care for somebody, it don't matter what it is. It could be stupid. It could be like crazy. It could be intense. But when you really love somebody genuinely, you'll fight for it.
But
No
what if
matter
they
if no matter if you feel like they're not fighting as hard as you. But that's how you feel. You want to fight for who you love. That's what people do.
Yeah. So one of the questions Auntie said is basically what I was saying. Like, how do you know when to keep fighting? Like, when do you know when to keep fighting, or to, because sometimes it is time to get the track shoes. Some situations can be a situation where it's like, hey, maybe you should move on. Maybe this is a situation that's not. a good situation or whatever. You know what I mean? So that's the toughest part because I think we all get in situations where it could get toxic. It could get, you know what I mean, drama filled. It could be, stuff that happens that, both sides get hurt or however, that gets distributed, the pain. And it's like, damn, is this a sign for me to leave or am I leaving too early? Should I continue to fight or is this, you know what I mean, situation even worth the fight or not? And that's a tough joint too. And you
I
know what I
mean,
mean?
that still depends on the love that y'all have for each other. Even if you have to take a step back, which we have experienced that, but we came back together. We have separated. We have, went as far as not being in the same household. And, I felt like we still fought from a distance. And if things is meant to be, it'll be. And I feel like if you love and care for somebody and you don't care about, you know, not necessarily care because you care what's going on, but in the same breath, you're not in denial that you love that person and you care for that person. And this is just one hurdle in the relationship, then you going to figure it out. And if it's meant to be, it'll be.
So so um so
Yeah, your
this
patience will get shorter.
but that's what I'm saying. All right, so that's a good response. Somebody said when the other person is no longer fighting because you can't rumble alone. So that's a good point in terms of, you know what I'm saying, when is it time to stop fighting? For me, I was in a situation where I've realized, so I feel like in a relationship, you know what I mean, it's not gonna be perfect. We're gonna have ups and downs and stuff like that. But I feel like I'm more willing to stay and fight if I feel like, my partner is at least trying. You know what I mean? Even if you're not making the mark, to me, just knowing that you are putting forth effort, that you're trying, it lets me know that you care. It's when a motherfucker is like, when you don't care or when you're not putting up the effort, it's like, damn, like you basically just made the decision for our relationship right there. And I was in that situation where, you know what I mean, I felt like you know what I mean, my partner at the time, was like, I don't have to do, I mean, XYZ. I don't have to do such and such. And in my mind I was like, wow, you know what I mean? I'm like, you right. And it was like that day, you know what I mean? I was like spiritually checked out. It was a wrap. I was physically there, you know what I mean? But once I, got confirmation from her at the time that she wasn't willing, you know what I'm saying, to like, to continue to rumble in terms of like some of the things that we had discussed and some of the things that, you know what I'm saying, that I was requesting, then at that point, I felt like she put the ball in my court, and it was up to me to either stay and accept, you know what I mean, who she was, and you know what I'm saying, how it was going to be, or you know what I mean, or make my move, you know what I mean, or eventually make my move, or whatever the case may be, and and for me, I didn't want to stay in a situation and keep on complaining about it because I feel like staying in the situation and complaining about it, that just I'm gonna be bitching and I don't like being in that you know what I'm saying, I don't like being in that position when I'm feeling like I'm bitching about something. If I'm constantly complaining, so for me it's either accept it or, you know what I'm saying, make a move. And like I said, at that time, you know what I mean, when old girl said, I don't have to do such and such, I was like, you right. And you know what I mean, I let that be that. But at that point, you know what I mean, the relationship was done. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I was. So I ain't, put any effort into trying to have respect for the relationship. And, ultimately I was like the song said, I'm looking at the front door. You know what I mean? And that's how that was. From that point on, you know what I'm saying, I was, in mode of, you know what I'm saying, moving on. It was a wrap. It wasn't verbally said, but yeah, I mean everything from that point on was, you know what I'm saying, I was looking at the front door. I was out of there. track sneaks and all that. You know what I mean, so that was that. Um, all right,
But
so
again, hey
Pray, what
Sabrina.
up, Pray?
Again, I just feel like it depends on the person and the relationship because I mean, in all honesty, I felt like you checked out on me, but I still fought because I knew that what it wasn't real. Like, I feel like we all have our moment where we check out of the relationship in the moment, but that's not genuinely where we want to be. But we want to get that security and feel like, is this person going to fight for me, or are they not going to fight for me, or are they going to act like the grass is greener on the other side?
Mm.
So again, I think it just all depends on the situation and the person. Um, and it's up to you. Like, I feel like, if you care about somebody and you love them, you're going to do your best to work it out and figure it out. You're not going to just run away every single time the going gets tough or it gets hard, because it gets hard for everybody. Nobody's relationship is perfect. And, like I said, I feel like for us, I feel like you checked out on me, but I knew it was crap. But
What you
here we
talking about?
are.
You little scrap. Anyway, but no, but it's a
Here we
difference.
are, people. Here
Listen,
we are.
but it is a difference because
I'm
the
just
way it came
saying.
the way it came off to me, like I said in the past situation, it was a little bit of arrogance attached to that, and I wasn't, you know what I mean, I wasn't with that, John. We already had some other little issues, you know what I mean, and I'm talking about like in a past relationship, and you know what I mean, and then to put the cherry on top, you gonna act like you don't have no accountability on, you know what I'm saying, improving shit around this John.
Yeah,
So
people do that though. That
once I
don't
got that, I
necessarily
was
mean that they
cool.
don't want to be here though. They could
Yeah,
just be putting on a front. Some people front a
no,
lot
that's no,
because they don't want to get
yeah.
their feelings hurt, and
But
they don't
but
want
you
to
can't.
be.
I'm not the one to be doing that with, like. And I'm gonna tell.
Well,
I'm gonna put this out there with women. I've seen this before, right? Where like sometimes women will test men to see if we'll fight for you. You know what I mean, or whatever the case. I've heard that before, and I've witnessed it before. You know what I mean? But
can you do that before?
yeah, no, I've witnessed.
Yes,
I've done. It's
yes.
happened before. A motherfucker had tried to see if I was gonna fight for them, but really, you just gave me a open opportunity to keep it moving from you. You know what I mean? And like, you can't be playing with people like that. I don't know why females do that. Like, y'all be trying to test a guy to see if he gonna fight for you. Like, life is gonna be a test in itself. But sometimes when you test people, you get a outcome that you not really, that you're not really feeling. So you can't always just be making up these false scenarios and trying to test dudes to see if they love you and all that there, or how much they willing to fight, or feeling like they not fighting for you. Like, all that sound good in Tyler Perry
Hi, Blakey
movies.
Chad.
You know what I
Oh,
mean? Black A, yo, bro.
Assalamualaikum.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So like, you just can't be like trying to test people like that. You go off of your relationship and allow that to, what I'm saying, work itself through, because life gonna challenge it anyway. You gonna be able to see that through just life. But I've seen that before. Females to test a guy to see if what I mean, if like if he's gonna fight for they love and all of that. And it's, I don't know. I wouldn't recommend that, especially for a guy that, what I'm saying, that I just wouldn't recommend it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Is there anybody that is that something that y'all heard of before? Like, when females will test the guy to see how much he'll fight
I
for
feel
their
like guys
relationship?
test women too, though. I don't think it's just women. Men test women too. They'll let you get into a whole fight with somebody just to prove to see who love them the most and do all types of crazy shenanigans. Men do that too. Scammers,
I
like
don't think
Jen
nobody
said.
doing that to try to see how much you love
Scammers.
them. No,
Yes,
that's
they
if a nigga
are.
get caught
They
up
are
doing something
pushing it
like
to
that.
the limits.
if,
Yes,
if a
they
nigga get
are.
caught up doing something that he ain't supposed to do, that's one thing. But he's not setting it up just to see how much you gonna fight for his love. Like, ain't nobody doing that. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Like,
they are. Men do that too, testing the waters to see how much you really love them and all this other stuff, putting you through the ringer, stressing you out, having you crying, begging, pleading, all this other extra stuff. Men do the same thing. It's not a woman thing. It's a everybody thing. It's just what people do.
What you mean?
That's what people do who like really trying to get people to test their love on somebody. A lot of people do that, even when they know it's not right. Right, Jamal?
What you mean, right,
Because
Jamal?
you
I
said it
didn't
on
know.
the live that you done that. That you do that.
I think people should be tested, but I also said let
What?
life
You
do
hear
it.
him, y'all? You hear him?
No, you definitely should know. Like it, you need to know what you dealing with, who you dealing with. Yeah, I mean that's one.
What do
That's one thing. You know what I'm saying?
No, you can't test nobody like that. Like that's not cool to
No, I'm
test
saying
to see
life.
if they.
No, I'm saying life will do it. Will bring about that test. You don't have to, you know what I mean, design a test for nobody to see how much they love you and all that. There, like I that in those situations, a lot of times it blows up in your face. I don't even think that's a good idea. You know what I mean? So
No, it's not a good idea for nobody to do it, but it does happen.
yeah. So
It do happen. I
I
don't
don't.
think it doesn't happen on both sides. I think it's both sides. I don't think that's just a woman thing.
All right. So um yeah, like you know I'm a little congested and all that. But anyway,
Oh, God.
but all right. Anyway, so I so Auntie. Like,
Hi,
hey,
Blackie Dad. How are you?
I'm out here in these streets maintaining gang banging. You already know how I go in the hood.
here we go.
Yes,
Here
it's
we go.
definitely both, Jen.
So, so talk to us, Blackie Chad. How you feel about the topic? Are you a runner or are you a stayer? You know what I mean? You gonna
Sleep
rumble
on the
for
couch
that
and wake up
love?
and figure it out.
How you playing it? How you carrying it?
I mean, I'm not gonna say it's maturity or anything like that, but like, I think it's really essential to know your person, to know who you are, whether it's horoscopial or personality or whatever. But God has blessed me with the opportunity to have a man cave. So for me, I think, I mean, to be honest, and I'm joking, but I'm dead serious. I
No,
think
that's a
it's
fact.
essential for men to have a man cave.
Mm.
Um, because it keeps you home, it keeps you safe, you're
Mm,
not too far away, and you get your time to decompress. Because you also got to realize what type of person you're dealing with. Some people need space. All right, I love you to death. Our relationship is not in jeopardy. I'm mad. I'm allowed to be mad, but I want to take a break. But then you got somebody like me who's like, ain't no break, like go nowhere. Like let's talk about it right now. Let's get through
mm,
this right now. I
Right
don't care how
now.
you feel right now, right now,
Right
right now.
now. Right
And
now.
that's
Right
not
now.
necessarily good for everybody. And my right
Yeah.
nows is like right now,
Right.
mm.
but you got to learn your mate. And like, it's hard because it's the control thing of I want to fix it right now. I want it to be better right now. But sometimes you need a break because you got to understand one of the things that I've realized over the years for myself is when I'm mad, I need a moment. I don't need a
Mm.
long time, but I need a moment because I need a moment to actually figure out why I am upset. Because when you upset, you just start throwing things at the wall and like you talking to a person and they killing every argument you got. But you said, it, it, you just feel like, so what the hell am I really mad at? And now you feel like a nut. So I tap in to figure out what's wrong with me. Ain't no leaving, ain't no leaving though, and going like nowhere. Like we gonna figure this out. You go ahead downstairs, take a break, go wash some clothes, go. You know what I mean? Go downstairs, get your hookah together. You know what I'm saying? Go eat something. But we're gonna talk about this. But also, we don't even have to talk about this. Just come bring your body heat, and we're gonna lay down, and we might talk about it tomorrow when you at work on your lunch break. Because sometimes you just need that space to get your thoughts together, to eliminate the opportunities to want to be petty. Because that's the thing. When you mad, you think
Mm-hmm.
you got a legitimate excuse to be petty. And my thing is, I never want to say I'm sorry. Not to say that I'm like never wrong, but I don't want to do something that I gotta apologize for when you was wrong too. You know what I'm saying? I always say this: if a white person call me a nigga, I'm not gonna call you a cracker because that one day that you apologize, that mean I gotta apologize too. So to
Mm.
answer your question, to not be so long-winded, because we got Grandma Ginger on here and stuff like that, I'm gonna say I'm not a runner. I'm a dealer with her. Like even if it's
Ah,
hurtful and it's harder, I'm gonna deal with it because I know we here for life, and that's what me and my wife go through because we know we not going nowhere.
Take that hoodie off. Sorry.
Yeah, but like no, my wife and I, we know we in it for the forever. I just think that so many people do things differently when they know, like, that it could be over. When we know it ain't gonna be over, you really look at that person and be like, all right, you gonna be mad, but we about to spend the rest of our life together.
That's
So
it.
that's it. That's all. Go take your break. Go be mad. I'm sorry. We'll talk about it later. But
Mm-hmm.
ain't really no couch stuff. We really deal with it because we know ultimately I never really want to purposely hurt you, like in that regard. So it ain't never that deep. It ain't never that deep.
I'm gonna throw something in the mix after Jen say what she got to say. This
Hey, Jen.
I want y'all to let me know how y'all feel about, you know what I mean, this. But I'm gonna let Jen, you know what I'm saying, speak her piece, and you know what I mean, and let us know how she feel about this. But I do have a topic I want y'all to chime in on to let me know how y'all feel about the particular topic. But go ahead, Jen.
So hi y'all.
Hey, Jen.
I
What
just
up?
want y'all to know that my allergy medicine kicked in, so anything could, I don't know.
Is your
Uh-huh.
the allergy medicine start with a perk? I mean P.
No,
Ah,
no, it does not, but it's just as powerful. I gotta
Okay.
take prescription allergy medicine. It's ridiculous. I be turning into a blowfish anyway. Y'all just brought up so many past situations. Oh my God. I don't know how to address this. I feel like I was a runner that chased runners. Did that
Oh.
make sense?
oh wow.
No, elaborate, please.
Like like that whole thing of oh God, I'm about to say the cuss word, Chad, potential. And you try to convince them that, oh, I just see so much, and oh, I just want to stay, and oh, we can work. Like you're trying to convince somebody past their capability. It's just not going to work. I think it has a lot also to do with where you are. Like and it took a long time for me to realize that that was a form of selfishness. I mean, it had good intentions. You want a relationship to work, but wanting it to work with somebody that's just not willing is not. It's not reality. It's not.
Mm.
And I feel like I'm going off a little bit, but y'all like this just tumbled into a whole bunch of other thoughts for me. So I don't know where I'm at yet with this.
No,
But
no,
I'll say that I was hold on, I will say this. I think that it also feeds into that being single part because then you build this armor, and so certain things I didn't allow because I had trust issues.
mm,
So not allowing certain things to a degree could be a form of running because you just are afraid. You're afraid to be let down again. So the minute something happened that kind of is similar to something before, it's an automatic nope. You just you cut it off. You don't really give the other person a chance to explain. It's like you just put up a wall. And
mm,
I have, to a degree, done that. I
mm,
have, out of fear, because I know that if I'm giving somebody my time, I'm very intentional because I don't waste time with words. I feel like you lose enough of the right people, you start valuing your time and your words. I've always been like that. And I just feel like it's scary to give your time, space, and energy in exchange to somebody, and then it be a joke for them. Like you kind of be in. Y'all you know what? Where's my sign? Hold on. This is too much for me tonight.
oh, here we go. Not the size. Not the size.
He's
Wow.
gonna say stop.
It's too much. I'm gonna get one to say too much. It's too much. Oh my God. It's so many different ways that it could go when you like, because just like what Chad said, it'd be like, I'm mad, but come here. Just don't say nothing. Just come here, but don't say nothing. You know, like you still want to keep that closeness, but it's like you're getting on my nerves right now. I don't feel like talking because I don't like what you're saying, but then you don't want to leave, but then it's like I need space. Wait, is it upside down?
That's
It's too
women in a
much.
nutshell.
You a.
Ah,
Watch it, Chad.
No, he might be right. I think it's guys too, though. Y'all
Thank
just
you.
got your own. Y'all got your own version of being that way, though, Chad. Y'all know y'all do.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Yeah, y'all, they kill me. It's always just a woman thing. Everything is a woman thing. It's
Yeah.
not. It's
Yeah.
not, Chad. It's not, Chadwick. It's
Y'all
not.
got y'all. Y'all
Y'all
got
just
got
y'all
some
do
own.
it.
stuff.
Y'all put your own little spin on it. That's
No,
all.
we got some stuff that we definitely share in, and then there's some stuff that's just y'all. You
No,
know
we
what I
got
mean?
some stuff like we got the John. We got, and I'm not scared to go against the stand up and P
Green.
commission. We got the no, like I got a lot going on right now. Instead of being honest,
Mm,
instead of like being
Mm,
accountable or saying I ain't feeling you, that is
mm,
one of the most unprovable lies that you could give somebody, right?
mm.
Or I
mhm,
got a lot going on in my head. I'm depressed. Like those are the two most corniest things that we do.
mm.
So I gave y'all that back, but y'all still be a ball of confusion like the Temptations.
Nah, but I mean, it's sometimes dudes do be having a lot going on. You know what I mean?
Here you go.
Don't try to
No, but I'm
diminish.
but
You know what I mean? Somebody that has a lot on this table. And here's the other thing. Let's
There
be
you go,
clear about
taking
this.
up his friends.
No. I just want to
so
be
let me
clear
ask you a
about
question,
this.
Ma.
What's up?
Okay. All right, you talking to somebody, right? And
Okay.
y'all dealing with each other, y'all communicating, blah blah blah,
Mm-hmm.
and you kind of like in a way ghost them, not purposely ghost them, but you ghost them.
Yeah.
Isn't it your whether you got a lot going on or not, out of respect for that person, isn't it your obligation to chime in to let them know what's going on?
Yeah, I think that's a respectable thing.
Okay, so to say you got a lot going on has no valid reasoning on not communicating with somebody that you was dealing with. So there's no excuse for that, right?
No. I don't agree with that.
Why
I
don't
don't
you agree
agree with
with that?
that. Because if I'm going to take the time, like you said, to explain to somebody that um that I guess I don't want to be in a relationship. Is that what we saying?
No, but you're saying it in a way where you're explaining something to somebody like you're asking for permission. No, it's just telling somebody so that they can't say you didn't.
Yeah, but see, that's the whole thing. Really, you don't owe people a whole bunch of explanations about how you want to move. You know what I'm saying with your life. It's and you know what I mean. People ghost people all the time. That is unfortunately a part of the game.
No, it's
Some
whether it's a part of the game, it's wrong. It's not right.
yeah.
It's not thorough. It's not decent. It's
Listen,
cowardice. It's,
snitching. Unfortunately, nobody likes it, but it's a part of the game, my nigga.
but that
If
doesn't
you are
make
a
it right.
criminal,
We all know that those
I'm
caveats happen in the game, but it don't make it
what you
right.
mean it don't make it right? You're a criminal. What you talking about?
No, but what I'm
So now
saying
we
is
talking about
some of the
that's
biggest
like a
people
nigga
like
stealing. Hold on, that's like a nigga stealing your chain, and this chain gets stole from him, and he mad at the nigga that stole the chain from him. Like, come on, cuz.
and I
What are you
understand it
talking
don't make
about?
sense, but I'm saying when we talking about the biggest crime families, Italians, Tommy Lucchese and the
Ain't nobody
Genovese
worried about all them.
family, everything that went in the midst of that was telling. So no, regardless, yes, it's a part of the game. It's only a part of the game because it's been happening for centuries. But regardless of it's part of the game or not, it doesn't make it right. And just because ghosting is a part of the game, you cannot tell me ghosting has a reasonable or rational excuse to be implemented in anybody's life. It's
Yo,
weak.
listen, we have to listen. No, what's weak is we have to strengthen up when we date, and all these things happen, and this is why we appreciate relationships because of the fuck shit that goes on. We appreciate the good in life because of the bad shit that goes in life. We cannot eliminate the bad shit. You know what I mean? In life, we have to prepare for the bad shit so that we can still appreciate the good shit that happens. The weakness comes
What?
in.
How can you live
Yeah,
your life preparing for bad? That's not even a
why
healthy way to
not?
live.
Hold up. Do you have a firearm?
I have car insurance, yes, but when we're talking about
No. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
but when we're talking
Exactly.
about relationships,
Exactly. So you're
that's totally
preparing for the
different.
worst. Now look, but guess what? We done been in good situations, and I give you salams, dap you up, and I feel your firearm on your hip. But we had a nice function, but we're preparing for the worst. Even though we having a great time, but guess what? Just in case, I'm going to be prepared for it. And that's all life is about. You know what I
No, but
mean? We
that's the
can't
lack
take
of
some of this stuff.
integrity. Like if everybody fit a certain mold, it's certain expectations you should have. Yo, if you don't like this person and you're not dealing with it, you're not asking for permission. You're just enlightening them. Why would you want somebody calling your phone 15 times and you ignoring it? Why would you want that?
Mhm.
Why would
That's
you want
ignorant.
to? Why would you want to live your life? At what part of your life is it cool to go somebody and say it's part of the game? It's
Yeah, that's
weak.
ignorant.
It's whack.
Mhm.
It's corny.
That's
That's
how
just
he
like
went a cool point back.
Definitely not.
That's how Chad went a
yo.
cool
You
point
know how many
back.
deadbeat dads we got out this world? That's part of the game. But is it decent? Oh, I'm just gonna leave my son. I'm gonna just
No,
leave my daughter. Come on,
right.
ma. You talking crazy? It's
Say
not
that one
cool.
more
It's
time.
not right.
Say that one more time. I ain't hear you. My fault.
Yo, we know there's a lot of deadbeat fathers out here, and we know there's a lot of fatherless children out here.
Yeah.
That's part of the game, right?
Okay.
But
Yes.
is it right?
But this is the thing. You
I
don't
love
know.
what too, bro. But what?
I'm gonna no. I'm gonna tell you what the thing is. That is such a general statement. And
Oh my!
and hold up. Not only that, hold up, because I let you talk. I don't need none of them sound effects, all the Jeezy stuff. Just chill for a second. The generalization that I get offended by is that there are so many men that don't want to be with their children. It's a lot of real stories in each household where it's sometimes it's guys that for whatever reason want to prepare for being for fatherhood, and then sometimes there are women that don't want to allow their fathers to be with their children. So stop generalizing saying deadbeat dads because we don't
No,
say
that's not
deadbeat
what I'm not
moms.
generalizing it. You want to create isolated incidents. I'm telling you this. I'm not speaking on the issues of the dad who want to be there or the dad who said he didn't want no kids and she trapped him. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the men who don't stand up and left their kids. You trying to create this all encompassing idea of deadbeat dads. I'm talking about the nigga who ejaculated in a woman and knew he had a kid and left his kid out there to
God
dry.
damn,
You can add all of the other stuff. It's like you are
that's
an
brutal.
apologist for men. You are a man apologist, and I'm a man
Yeah,
too. But what's wrong
listen,
is wrong.
bro. Listen. Now
I say
How
we went
something.
from
how
we
dare
listen.
you?
We went from ghosting to fatherless children. I'm not going to get in that debate with you. But what I am
And
going
you
to
see how
say,
you swing it? Yo, you
listen,
got to be a
listen.
politician, man.
No, because they're two completely different things. I know, I see where
Hold
you were
on.
going with the analogy, but
No.
the reality of it is, what I'm saying is, in life, even in a relationship, right? We have all kind of reasons that we could that we could run from a relationship. And this is pretty much one of the things that Jim was saying. And I got you, Jim. You following right up after me. One of the things Jim was saying was like, damn, some of the situations I was chasing runners, you know what I mean, or whatever the case may be. And then sometimes what happens is we put ourselves in a situation where we put up too many boundaries, right? And now we're basically running without getting into the track race because we're not even qualifying to get in the race. We're saying, this guy, he's left-handed. The last-handed nigga, left-handed nigga, he wasn't no good. Oh, he's a Taurus. Oh, I don't mess with no Tauruses. And it's like, yo, you're going to get your jersey dirty if you want to play in the game. And that's a part of the game, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's right, wrong, and different, but what I'm saying is we got to be able to embrace that because we'll never find love if we're running behind it and making excuses. And I'm not coming at anybody in particular. If we're making excuses not to get in the game. If we say, you know what, I don't like ghosting, that shit is whack. I can't do this dating thing because niggas be ghosting. Like, no, get yourself in the game. It's gonna come with the game. And guess what? You're gonna appreciate when you got somebody that stand up and thorough, and they're gonna separate themselves from everybody else, and that's gonna be the special person for you. And it doesn't happen overnight. That's all I'm saying. Get in the game. That's all. It's a part of the game. You want to be a drug dealer? Snitching happens. If you don't like to
So
get snitched on, don't deal drugs. If you want to be in a relationship, then you're gonna have to go through some of the nut shit. That's a part of the game. Like
I
that
agree.
makes you appreciate it.
I agree with you 100%. The way you switched all of this up to create this whole theory of what you said, I appreciate you for that, Mom. And I love it because we're on the intellectual level where I see what you did there. But what I'm saying to what I'm
Come on,
saying
man.
to
Stop.
you
You
that
trying to
right,
make it
I
seem.
love how you grabbed all
Stop.
the marbles off the table at the same time and put it
Come
into a
on,
bowl.
man.
I
Stop.
get what you did.
Here we
But what I'm
go.
saying to you is
Go ahead.
it's easy to say that. And I get what you're saying. But what you have to really add into this whole fiesta of goulash is
Hmm.
traumatic experiences, learned behaviors, bad behaviors, and things that you've heard and seen throughout your life that makes you apprehensive. Yes, you want to get in the game. But listen, if you've had, now granted, everybody's not going to check themselves in these situations. But if you had 5 bad relationships that ended the same exact way, we can't expect somebody to say, I'm staying in the game. All of a sudden, now she's interested in bumping vaginas with somebody else because she thinking it's no hope. So it's easy to say, stay in the game. But can we really add the fact that the abuse that we take, taking these stands, staying in the game, it hurts. So how much of it are we supposed to take?
Mm-hmm.
And nobody, I don't care who you, we don't, it ain't no relationship guru on like
Degree
perfection. Is
separation.
if you talk to Miss Cleo, she gonna make sure you got a relationship. Yeah, your boundaries. I agree with you. Your boundaries is getting crazy because you scared. You don't like nobody
Respect that.
left-handed. You don't like nobody who had cockeyed because the last boy you had cockeyed, you seen him on Action News and he killed 3 people. So that's this experience you think you're gonna share, right? It's just crazy what our perception and what we believe, and our ignorance is the reason that behooves us from happiness. That's
No,
what it is.
listen. I respect that. And somebody John going in and out. I respect that. And what I will say is that the trauma that we go through, and um, some of the things that we've been through experiences, through other people's experiences, through life, the traumas, is it breaking up on your end, or is it just me hearing that?
Yeah, I hear it, but I was muted, so I don't think that was me.
Uh,
That's you, Jamal.
is this? I don't hear it anymore though.
Oh yeah, I don't hear it. Go ahead.
All right. So yeah, so that was somebody else, Jen. And see,
He
as soon as
said,
you tapped it
"Droid."
back on,
Rise and hanging with the
so,
abuse.
soon as you tapped it back on to say something smart to me
Uh, no, that's Jim phone today.
all day. Remember that
Ooh.
thing was acting up last time.
It's giving me droid vibes.
So look. So just real quick, this what I will say, and then I want to hear what Jen got to say. Jen, mute your joint for a second. We'll come back in. So this what I will say, just briefly, and I understand about trauma, drama, and things of that nature that we go through when we're in the dating market. But if we're really real about life, what greatness comes about without pain and suffering? You can't have a child without the suffering of 9 months and the pain of childbirth. A caterpillar can't turn into a butterfly without the suffering of being in the cocoon. So what we're trying to say is, hey, we want people to skip the process of the pain to get to the relationship or the beauty of life of having partnership. And we can't do that. We have to allow people to experience every aspect as they grow and develop. Because we're not only going to be growing with a partner, but we're growing individually. This is helping to strengthen us, give us wisdom, understanding, compassion, all these things to be a better partner for somebody else. So we can't eliminate that something like we can't eliminate no ghosting and all the dumb shit that comes along. Look at how, guys going on dates, motherfuckers no good and well. They ain't got no interest in this guy and they gonna go out on this date because he is a nice date and they can take some little pictures and all that. And this guy done been on 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dates. You know what I mean? It's running, it's draining his pockets, you know what I mean, because he's on this dating market. But again, it all makes sense and it all you appreciate it all when you go through that pain, when you find that one that's like, you know what, let's have a picnic, let's, you know what I mean, I got some lunch meat in the house, woo, woo. You know what I mean, let's grab a bottle of wine, let's just chill. I like books, let's read, whatever. So all of those things are very necessary, and I know that they are bullshit. I'm not defending the fuck shit. I'm not defending it, but I'm saying that it is all a part of the process. And I think sometimes with us, we do give up too easy. And that's why we don't have a lot of marriages in our communities. That's why we don't even have a lot of successful relationships at times in our communities. I've been in a school system where, you know what I mean, a kid would come in, mom and dad, you know what I mean, kindergarten, and by the time the kid is in second grade, or you know what I mean, it's just mom. You know what I mean? Now, you know, she's like, well, you call me because dad, he ain't woo woo. And I'm like, I don't, you know, that's not my business. You know, man, woo, you know, that's, but it's like that. And it's a pattern for some, we're giving up too easy, in my opinion, in certain factors. You know what I mean? So I think we could be a lot stronger and you know what I mean?
So
To,
that's
to
not
get
part of
through
the
that.
game.
What's that? Quitting?
Yeah, like I'm just saying, like
Yeah,
we
yeah,
can't
yeah,
keep.
yeah. I'm just saying don't give up. That's all I'm saying.
But this is, I think, like, and I know Jim about to go. I just want to say this real fast. I think you're giving a real generalized situation for unspecific situation, because everything you say, I could say the opposite, and there's nothing wrong with what you're saying. You're saying it right. I'm just challenging the idea of you telling people to stay in there. But I know a lot of situations where people are staying in there too long. Like, sis, you've been in here too long. How many times you gonna get hit with this cabinet, right?
Right.
How long is you gonna stay in this? And we talk about, like, and that's the hard part about dating, because it's always opposite day. Like, you gotta stick
Hmm.
in there. Like, my situation is like, I've been with my wife 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
And my advice to somebody who wanted a relationship identical to mine is stay in there, like stick in there, because my wife built up for me and I built up for my wife and we grew together. But that same advice wouldn't be conducive with somebody else. So it's really hard to say what's right. Because at the same time, you know, Sharika
Well,
say,
you
I
broke.
admire your courage for leaving, sis, when you left, because that was toxic.
Yeah, yeah. No, I listen. We on the same page. You know what I mean? My whole thing is just to not give up on the to not check yourself out of the game. Everybody has something dynamic to bring to this you know what I mean, to our community and to a relationship and things of that nature. So I'm just saying, you know, understand that, you know,
I
it's
know,
not,
Jen.
understand that it's not just you, you know, that's going through these things, because I think that isolation makes it feel even more overwhelming, you know what I mean, and get back out there. Because,
So
you know what I mean,
let's agree with this. The fact that we both know that we're not the only one that's going through this, we probably need more support groups where, you know, real people in relationships can actually get together and talk about their problems, which make people want to stay in these things.
yeah,
Because it's hard to say, I know somebody else went through this, when you feel like you're the only one going through it.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
So,
I agree
like,
with
remember
that.
that
That's
time we
why
was
we
on
had
live?
this platform, Chad.
For sure. But, like, this is one of the biggest fraudulent platforms I've ever experienced in my life.
Here we
Based
go.
upon, and I'm being honest, I'm
Here
being
we go.
serious, because,
God damn it.
like,
I told you not to let this guy in.
I'm just saying, I'm being honest because, like, you know how hard it is to try to move forward and really give people your heart and be honest. I never lied
Mm,
on this thing ever. Like, I'm always giving, probably sometimes giving too much. But when other people get on here, they play the facade. So the only way that it would work is if people were really honest. I love this platform for honest people, but it would take, oh, I don't want nobody to know what I'm really dealing with. Because how many
mm-hmm.
times, Maul, you've been on here and somebody been frauding and you know the truth? You looking in the comments and you tell Cherie when y'all pillow talk, like, why was she on here
Yeah,
knowing she was with such and such last night and she know that
yeah,
wasn't her man? You know what I
yeah,
mean? But it takes us to really do the work and be honest and
yeah.
be open to really, like, change don't come from fraud.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah,
True.
that's one of the reasons why I do like I
Zach, so
like
you said we fraud on here?
no, not y'all, but y'all
no,
are the catalyst, because y'all not going out somebody and say stop lying, which y'all not supposed to. But this is one of them things where we allow people to fraud, and I feel like we need to start being like Golden Girl. Like, you lying? You just was at such and such house last
yeah,
night, and you was in the bed with his kids, and you know his mom was picking him up in 2 hours, like that. That's how
yeah,
we
but
get
but
better.
no, that's why I do like, that's why I like to start off even with the with the whole introduction, to put it out there that, like, you know what I mean, not only have we went through a rocky ass, you know what I mean, 12 years, but we still a work in progress. And I don't ever want to come off like we got the answers, because that wouldn't be real, you know what I mean? And that's what's going to lead me to my next question after Jen say what she got to say. Talk
Go
to me,
ahead,
Jen.
Jen. We
Talk to
listening.
us.
My God, I had to write some shit down. Okay, let me go backwards.
All right, talk to
I
us.
wanted to say that running from not taking care of your kids is a form of running, and it extends into how we are in our relationships. It does. Um, I feel like we overlook this responsibility that we have to each other. It's not about owing. It's like about the respecting of human connectivity. So when you talk about um, ghosting being part of the game, you understand that that does happen, but it's different when you do certain things with or without intention, and it makes a huge difference. Like some people make a habit of doing that. They'll say, "Oh, it's just part of the game," but they know that they're never going to be committed. But they get into situations that like to make it seem like they're going to commit, and then they leave people just sitting there, and it does cause a lot of trauma and triggering because you don't know what the other person came with. But if more people were, that's like a responsibility that you, when you start talking to somebody, why would you think that 10 days later it's going to turn out to be something negative? Like when you first start talking to somebody, you meet, y'all getting along, y'all connecting, you're not going to think that a little while after it's just going to be an abrupt stop. You are going to worry. Like when you start talking to somebody, you get used to hearing from them, so that it's like your expectations go a certain way because it's like a consistency building, and then for it to just abruptly stop, like that's a problem. That's a huge problem.
Mm.
That's why communication is such an issue in our community, because a lot of people think what you said is okay and it's not. Ghosting is never okay. And then if you do something like that in this relationship, that's going to
Part of the
make
game.
somebody think about how you are in every relationship,
Hmm.
a business relationship. How do you even get to the next step of being serious with a person if the light stuff you take is like it's not serious for you? How do you even expect somebody to think that you would be thorough or committed if you like if it's okay
I'm a
for you to
track
ghost
star.
or to be like that?
It's not okay.
We know, where's my son? Let me get my Keith Scott sign. Hold, cause you about to get on my goddamn. Hold on.
I mean, see, I mean, for me, I've never been a runner, so I just felt like I always need to try to figure it out, even when if it wasn't working or it didn't work. Like I never just gave up on any relationship.
Right.
You can't see none of us. Why? Oh, they can't see none of you. Jamal got his camera off. Scott in the darkness, and Jen, I don't know what's going with her phone today.
All right, read this comment. I used to
I
say,
used to say, but now I'm a runner. I will block you in a heartbeat if I think you aren't meeting my expectations or I think red flags are presenting itself. I'm running for sure.
so listen, to respond to that, you know what I mean? That again, if she is feeling vibes that ain't really official, right? If she trying to lock in with, you know what I mean, either dating or, building a relationship with somebody, with a guy, whatever, and she start getting weird vibes, you know, does she necessarily have to explain to him why she's cool off of him? Some
No.
people might say yeah, some people might say no. You know what I mean? And I mean, guess what? He gonna have to catch the hint eventually. But everybody is not worth a whole explanation. I'm not
No,
saying,
Maul. Come on,
you know what I
Maul.
mean? I'm just saying
I mean,
she's
that's
not
why
gonna
it
give
depends
everybody an
on the. I
explanation, and
don't.
she
I
can
mean,
she
I
can
don't
respond to
agree with
that.
that. I think it depends on you. Like Jen said, like for me, for just any relationship I've ever had, good or bad, I never was a runner. Like I always
Mhm.
just gave it an opportunity, and I felt like if it was meant to be, it'll be. I just never was a runner. Even if he wasn't shit, I wasn't a runner. I would just like let it run its course itself. If it was gonna work, it was gonna work. If it didn't work, then it didn't work. But I
I'm not.
never was a runner. I
I'm
feel
not.
like that's just in you.
True. I agree. I'm not going to say this is what everybody else is supposed to do, but I'm going to speak for me.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah.
walk down the street and see you and make you feel weird. Like
Mm.
you about to, like, you don't know how to play me because you don't know what happened. I'm going to be clear whether you, I'm not asking for permission. I'm just being clear with you. I might even block you right after. I might say, hey, look, Jen, like, everything was cool. I just don't think that we match in that way. I wish you the best, but, this is probably going to be the last time we talk. Boom, I might block you right there. I don't even need to hear what you got to say because I don't need to give you closure. I just want you to have clarity. So when you see me on the street, you ain't gotta have your arms out like we about to give each other a hug. We can do a head nod, keep it pushing. I just feel like you
Right.
owe that to people. Now I'm not
Hmm.
saying you owe them a date to go out and talk about it and try to rekindle. It might not get to that point, but for me, I just don't want nobody to ever second guess. And I care about people, even if me and you don't get along. I still care about people to be better for themselves because if you dealing with somebody for let's just say a good 16 days, and first 16 days is really like 3.5 months because y'all texting 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times a day. Y'all on the phone 5, 16. Y'all sending each other stuff on Instagram. Yo, we just was talking about this last night. How about you? How's your day? So look, so all of this, right? So we talking for 16 days, and then you don't hear from me. The first thing you're gonna
Shit,
do
nigga, you don't know what
is
we
think about
vibing.
safety. Like, oh my God, this is Philly. It's crazy. Is this person is they dead? Then
Yep.
after you go past the part where they not dead, then you want to know. Now you angry, and then
Yep.
after you go past the part of angry, now you sentimental and you insecure about what is it about me that you didn't want to talk to me no more.
Nigga, it's 16 days. Y'all gotta get out your feelings, cuz. Like,
It's
yeah,
not, but
it's
like,
the right thing to
hey,
do.
hey, Maul, come
Don't get
on,
me
Maul. That's
wrong,
not even.
but
That's
come
not
on, man.
personal or
Stop.
business, Maul. Like you
Stop.
you 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 cut hair. A nigga cut you
If a
cut a nigga
nigga
hair
stop coming to
15
get his hair
times.
cut, then it's another motherfucker that's gonna sit in the chair.
Ma, you cut a nigga hair every Thursday for 6 months. The nigga missed 2 Thursdays. You hitting the nigga up.
No, that's not how, and on everything I love, and I'm not even just for the sake of argument, that's just not how I operate on everything. Like motherfuckers be coming to give me, explanations and everything, and it's really not necessary. You know what I mean? Because I look at life in the sense of abundance. You know what I mean? So I'm not, you know, I'm when I operate in abundance, I'm looking at, what I offer as something that is, what I mean, is something that is seeked from many, not just a few. So I'm not looking at, what I'm saying, just keeping. It's some barbers that they act funny. If let's just say they go out of town and you get a haircut somewhere else, you know what I mean? I'm the guy that's going to try to link you with one of the barbers that's in my shop if I'm going out of town and you can't get your haircut. And if any of the guys in my shop can't cut you, if I know somebody within my network that I know is going to take care of you, whether like, let's say it's a wedding or something, I'm going to try to make that connection. You know what I mean? And in fact, my confidence in my skill and my level of service has had brings me more clients. I had a guy that, you know what I mean, couldn't get to me one time. I referred him to
That's a
another
contradiction,
shop.
Ma.
I'm just telling you a fact. Whatever you determine it is in your head, that's cool. But I'm just letting you know that's how I operate. You know what I mean? I don't try to like force my clients to stay with me and all of that.
So
I just
what's the
provide the
difference?
right service.
So what's the difference from you texting this man and telling him to pick somebody else in your shop, or if you don't want none of them to go pick somebody else in your network? What's the difference from telling Shorty, hey, right now I just don't feel as though me and you would ever work. We're not compatible in that way. I wish you the best, and take care. It's the same thing. It's the communication. Like
Bro, I'm not arguing if it's right or wrong. I don't know why y'all. We've been past if it's right or wrong. I don't think it's right. But what I'm saying is, it is a part of the game. So, what are you going to do when you realize that something is a part of the game? Are you going to complain about it, or are you going to adjust to it? That's more the question.
Well, that's the issue. People trying to adjust to something that's not really reality. Like communicating with somebody and being letting them know ahead of time, like, this is not working. That's what needs to happen more often, instead of people lying and prolonging somebody's time and everything else and leading them on to something that just really doesn't exist. And that's the problem with a lot of people in their relationships. People are getting led to believe that it's a possibility, in our reality, in the back of your mind, that you're really not going nowhere. Oh, this is just a fuck.
Mhm.
Or
Mhm.
this is just somebody I'm just talking to in the meantime, between time, because my real girlfriend or my real boyfriend is getting on my nerves.
Mhm.
I mean,
Mhm.
there's nothing we can do about that though, guys. You know what I mean? That like it's
There's a
not
lot you can do
No,
about
this is
it. What
this
you
is a
talking
shell. I feel
about?
like this is a shell way of thinking. This is a way to prevent myself from being hurt or making somebody feel not obligated,
Yeah.
but giving somebody the
right.
responsibility to do the right thing. So
Right.
I'm just gonna shell myself out that I ain't putting nothing past nobody,
Right.
which is a way that we do it, but that doesn't make it right. We just rationalize
Mm-hmm.
with the fact that it happens. So oh well, but it's still not oh well.
No, you gotta
It don't
accept
have to
life.
be that.
You have to be able to accept life, bro. Like I had to have a talk with my son just to let him know, like, you know, when let's just take this for like ultimately, you know what I'm saying? All right, I'll give another example. So and in real life, let's just say you know what I mean, you in school or something like that. People the people that are easy that
Hey, bud.
show that they're frustrated the most are typically the ones that people are going to tease more often. If you show that it frazzled you just because kids can be young or whatever like that, then you know what I mean, most likely they'll be like, oh, all right, well, you know, we just gonna keep it going. We having a good time. So if that's a part of, you know what I mean, that environment, which is really just gonna be hard to change. That's just how it is. It's always been like that. That's literally a part of socializing and growing up. That's how you learn how to deal with people. That's how you learn about sense of humor. That's how you learn about bullying, all these things. Then you have to learn how to adapt to life. Like what are like? We have to adapt to life, people. We can't expect like we ain't in heaven. If anybody believes in that, that this ain't that. So how I adapt in life is I'm going to get a firearm or license to carry, and I'm going to be prepared. I'm not going to just wish everybody doesn't, I'm not going to hope nobody else has guns. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to prepare myself. So really, it's a shell mindset to say I'm going to hold people accountable for how they react to me, as opposed to saying I'm going to hold myself accountable for how people react to me or how I allow people to react to me. That's all I'm saying. Like, take responsibility for your own emotions. Like, that is a part of what the dumb stuff, and I'm agreeing. The dumb stuff that people do is that ghosting, lying on shit, you know what I mean? Selling dreams. But you got to realize, too, a lot of people is buying dreams. They're buying dreams. Like, motherfuckers is setting off all kind of red flags. You're ignoring it, and now you're saying this person led me to believe this. Like, why was you led? Like, ain't the Lord supposed to lead you? Like, how did you allow
Praise the Lord.
another human being lead you into? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not
No,
saying we
it
can't
cut
be
off.
cool.
I didn't swipe you off, Jenny Boo.
Who that? Oh, yeah. I ain't saying you can't get
Sky
confused,
and Eve.
fool. But come on, like I just feel and that's just my approach to situations. I think taking self accountability and preparing yourself for the game. That's it's a part of the game. It's unfortunate, but it's there.
No, I agree, Mo. I agree. People definitely selling wolf tickets.
True.
You gotta be above it.
I mean, what else you gonna do? You know
Well,
what I
if
mean? Like,
people start using the things they call balls and be honest with other people when
You're
people
getting
get
ghosted. You're getting
issues,
Yeah,
ghosted.
if
but
they just
you
upfront from
responsible
the
for your
jump and
own.
stop sugarcoating or stop frauding or acting like they somebody that they not, and
But
just be
Sheree, you ain't
upfront
never
with
ghosted nobody,
somebody.
Sheree. You ain't never
takers
returned a call before.
No,
takers
I'm
gonna
not like
take
that.
though.
I
Takers
never
gonna
gave the
take.
fraudulent. I'm sorry. I'm
Takers
gonna be
gonna
me
take.
regardless. No
well,
Takers gonna take.
ghosting.
well, it's you very rare. There's a lot. There's a lot of females that do a lot of ghosting and guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really get to an adult point where I don't even think it should be upsetting people because you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. It's unfortunate, but it's nothing that
Look, all
you
the
know.
girls agreeing with Sheree.
Yeah, what girl? About three of them on there. What are you talking
I mean, I don't
about?
know.
What's up?
I can't. You make me sick, Scott. Like 3 of them were.
No, bro, I agree with Mo. Like I agree with Mo, man. We gotta really take accountability for our own feelings because a lot of people, man, if you let them run amok on you, that's what they gonna do.
Ice.
What they say, you let them slide, they start figure skating on you.
Yeah, that's a
So
fact.
you definitely got to pick up the like.
Yeah, but at the same time, when people be acting,
Thank
instead
you,
of just
Monrovia.
being honest with somebody from the jump, you don't have to worry
Everybody ain't
about
honest.
somebody trying to get over on you or not.
But
Just be honest about where you at, because I mean anything can change in a relationship with the person. In the beginning, if you are honest from the jump, things can be a little bit different. Now if your relationship status changes, then you like, okay, well, I see where this is going with me and you get a little more open, you get a little more like, being more closer to the person and committed a little more. But if you just honest up front and say, listen, I just want to fuck, just say that then.
Nobody's
We're
saying
not
that
gonna
shit. So
play
you
the
being
phone
toxic.
tag. We're not gonna
Hey,
do
So
all
if
hey,
you
this.
Scott.
say
Hey,
that,
It's
then
the
people
truth. I
gonna
don't need
run
to
because
talk to
people
you
no,
for
like the fake.
18
no.
days.
hey,
I don't need
Scott.
to
They
be
like
Don't
the
do
checking
that,
you
fake.
Scott.
every 20 seconds. Let's get to the point.
Don't
Ain't
do
that
that,
right?
Scott.
Chad, who says that, Chad? Up
Don't
front, Chad. Come on, Chad.
That's
don't
the
do that.
problem.
But this is the thing. This is the thing. You be surprised that it be people that want exactly what you want, but you're not giving
Yeah.
nobody a choice. Statistics
Nope.
say a woman will bust your windows out your car. All the pictures y'all got in the phone, she will put it on social media if you don't give her a choice. A lot of the time, these girls gonna be wanting. Nope. Rap culture, female rap culture is not relationship based. It's fuck on a nigga, get a bag, do what you do, and keep it pushing. So there is statistics that show if you just want to pop something, you can make that happen. It's not hard. But to lie to get what you want,
Hmm.
that's really like robbery.
You causing more problems in your
You
situation that you even need.
exactly. You don't even gotta do that. Just say, look, what that mouth do. All right, bet. Let's go out there and get
Okay,
some
what
cash.
that about do now?
Freak exotic, yeah.
I think we scared to be honest in that way. So
Yeah.
we impersonating what we think a person want to get what we want, and then we dip, and you wonder why you on the shade room or you on don'tdateemgirl.com.
Exactly. We grown. Cause I mean, and coming from you, Jamal, I'm surprised because that's how you came at me from the jump. What's up? We grown. What's up?
Yeah, but I'm not
So, but
talking. Listen,
this one I'm
I'm not
saying, like,
speaking.
and
I'm
then
not saying what's no. I'm not saying how I would do things. That's not my style. I prefer to do things a certain way. I got my own, standard for how I handle certain things. You know what I mean? And I ain't perfect either. But what I'm just saying is,
Let's take a deep dive, Jamal. What are you talking about, Jamal? Elaborate.
Coming
hear me out,
down.
How
hear,
will you
hear,
tell them
hear
bring it
me
in,
out,
reel
Jamal, in
it
these days and
hear
time?
hear me out. You know what I mean?
If
First
you
of all,
hopped in your DM,
hold
Jamal,
up,
what would you
hold up,
say?
hold up. For one, you just heard Sharice said I kept it a bean. I said, "What's up? We grown from the rip."
Woo!
You know what I mean? So
God
we
is
ain't gonna
good.
play that game.
Exactly. Don't lie.
You know what I mean? I came at it. You know what I mean? So
And what
that's
I do?
that's how I led with it. She shut it down. She shut it down. She was
For a
like,
couple weeks.
"I ain't like that." Right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Maul put the 1-2
So
on the pop the
so
jab.
then I had to lie. You know what I mean?
He ain't lie. He ain't lie. He ain't lie.
Shout
He
out to
ain't lie.
Jamal.
Hey, listen, brothers, the
Got
lion
that.
work. I'm telling
Big
you,
toxic.
before they take me off this live, the lion work, fellas. Trust
He
me.
lying. He's a
13 years
lion.
later. Nah, nah. Nah, but
Don't
at
believe
the
the
end of the
hype.
day, all I got to say
You
is
just gotta be real and
listen.
honest with yourself. That's what happened. You had to be real with yourself and
No,
stop
I'm
living a
always real
lie.
with me. I'm
But if
always
you
real
lying,
with me.
that's you being real with yourself. You know you lying. You got to be real with the other person.
There you go.
Right.
No, but
Yeah.
most people testing to see what they can get, out of the situation. If this ain't work, all right, let me try this one. Boo. And that's just how it be. It's a chess game a lot of times. That's how I
But
look at dating. It's a chess game. You know what I'm
but I
saying?
also don't believe that people date enough to understand that like anything you
Mm.
want. All right, so Maul, somebody could walk down the street right now, and he could be the Michael Jordan of being a barber. I mean, you probably would know because that's your industry. But it might be a Michael Jordan of sneaker
Okay.
collecting that walk right past you. You don't know. Chef Ramsay, you might not know. You see them walking past. My point for saying that is it's something for somebody in everything. Like you could be a Michael Jordan and are great at everything. If
Hmm.
people dated more and understand If you even go to these kinky websites, it's people that love feet, people
Yo,
that love this, people that love that. So the pool is 7.6 billion people in the world.
Yes, I agree
The
with
pool is so big that
you. Mhm.
it behooves you to lie. There's no need.
Well,
Mhm.
listen. I'm gonna
Because
add
it's
this to what you
somebody for
said.
everybody.
No, but
Yo,
this
this
is
nigga's
a good
at
point.
community college playing with Yu-Gi-Oh cards, really going in right now.
Yeah, no,
but you know,
in
you
the
be meeting
Jewish
everybody
community.
representative. Motherfuckers don't be keeping it real with themselves sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or know who they is. Or you might
Yeah,
not even know you're a feet lover. But the thing about with
feel like
the internet is a banger. I know Scott a toe sucker. See, on the
Oh,
low
he
though,
like
on the
booty
low, he's
knuckles.
a toe sucker. He want the
I
white
knew
paint
it.
on the toes. You know what
I
I mean?
knew it.
On the low. But
I'm
the
the
internet made it to where as though it's so many different groups. Now you don't have to try to be what you think somebody wants you to be. You can really just be who you are and find that group. So I think I think eventually we're going to get
Yeah,
into
but they
more
be in
honesty.
that group, and the group is that nobody know they in that group. The point is, you just need to be honest with the world.
No, that's what I'm saying. Now you have a place for the whatever the kinky shit you like or whatever your twist is. And I think that
Yeah, but you
Find your
because of
still
that,
soul
can't do that
tribe,
behind closed
Mom.
doors.
huh?
Tribe, brother. You got to find your tribe.
Yeah, that's it.
You didn't open
You
up Pandora's box, Ma, and I know.
I,
I hope you prepared because
I already listen.
I'm gonna be on these lives every week, and every time you got a problem with something, I'm gonna say it's part of the game.
It's part of the game, bro. For real. And and
Okay.
and the reason why I'm gonna say that is from somebody that suffered some major losses. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it was I don't know what it was for, but it definitely did help to make me um a man of even more character, of more complexity, a deeper person. Like pain has helped me to be deeper. You know what I mean? Shallowness comes from you not going through shit. Let a motherfucker walk around you that just had life go their way the whole time. They ain't gonna be some of the dingiest motherfuckers you done ever met. Now
There's a
find
lot of that going around.
you feel what I'm saying? Now
I
find
don't
a
know. John
motherfucker
F.
that
Kennedy was pretty bright.
listen. Listen, I don't know about that either. I don't know about him personally. I just know they gave him speeches and he got up on a podium. That's all we saw from the front. We don't know what he did behind closed doors outside of Marilyn Monroe. You know what I mean? So, but that's a whole nother story. But my
let.
whole thing is, if you find somebody that's been through something, that's somebody that typically has a certain aspect of depth to their life. So don't try to relieve yourself of a deep growth. You know what I mean? Sometimes that shit happen and it's a blessing for you. That ghosting might have been a blessing. Sometimes motherfuckers, listen, sometimes motherfuckers to see that you on some thorough shit and they be like, I don't even want to fuck up your life. What you want an explanation for from these motherfuckers? Let them go. If this
Yeah,
motherfucker ghosted you, you know that would have been an issue because this person can't even deal with standing up and stepping up and being an adult and confronting you and forward. This is not something I'm willing to to continue to deal with. They can't even do that. So you
real
really,
fucking rap. Listen,
yeah.
all what you said was profound, good brother. Because that's
Talk to
what
me.
be happening.
Mm.
That's exactly what be happening.
So let me ask you this, Maul. Do you think that the way you thinking, which is a good way to think because it works for you, I'm not here to question that, but do you think that's a callous way of thinking? Not coward, callous.
Mm-hmm.
Like build up the callous to prevent yourself from being hurt. Is that
Um.
natural? Is that what we supposed to do, or is that just something that you feel is a work for you?
Scott, we can't see
So
you.
I would
Me?
say
Mm-hmm.
I would say if I'm if I'm getting involved in something, I want to. If I'm getting in a car, I want to put on a seatbelt. If I'm getting on a motorcycle, I want to put on a helmet. I don't want to just assume people are going to drive their best and that I'll be okay. You know what I mean? So in terms of protection, you know what I mean? I think it's important for us to protect our hearts, for us to protect our spirit, for us to protect, who we are by taking accountability and understanding that these things are a part of the game. I think we get hurt because we feel like, damn, why is this happening to me? And it gets internalized and we don't look at the bigger picture and we don't see that, hey, this happens to everybody that's in the game. It's okay. And I think that pressure is too rough for people because when you start feeling like it's just you, that's that pressure that make people start thinking about doing dangerous stuff to themselves. You know what I mean? And that's why they have groups to talk to you so you can express yourself and people can say, hey, you're not alone. And so when we understand that this is these things, these ratchet things, these wrong things is a part of the game, now we can train for those things. Now we can put that helmet on. Now we can put our seatbelt on. Now we can jog those miles and get our wind up. Now we can build muscle and have strength and protection. So I'm not claiming to have all the answers, but I know for me, I prefer to go that route. You know what I mean? Of understanding that, you know what I mean, shit is gonna happen. It's not just because it's me. And also, you know what I mean, I have to be accountable for what I allow to continue to go on in my life. You know, and I'm in control of it. That's empowering to me. It's empowering when a motherfucker say, you know what, I will not be defeated. You know what I mean? I come from greatness, and I'm going to attract greatness. I'm working on myself. You know what I mean? And each day I'm getting better, 1% better. You know what I mean? Than I was the day before. You know what I'm saying? My time is coming. And when it comes, it's going to be special because I went through trials and tribulations that strengthened me to be the person I am today. Like, that's empowering. You know what I mean? So for me, I choose that approach. You know what I mean? The accountability for yourself and not being a victim. I think it's victimizing when you look at it like, oh, this motherfucker played me, that motherfucker played me, that motherfucker played. If everybody keep playing you, you know what I mean? Then and you keep, you know what I mean, it keeps happening. At some point, you can't trust in those people not to play you. Now you have to trust in yourself not to get played. You know what I mean? And or to play the game as well. You know what I mean? Have fun. Go out there and, you know what I mean? Get out there on the yard. You know what I mean? Have fun. Kick it around. Let's play ball now. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying. It's for me, it's more empowering. That's how I see it.
Mm.
Oh, you let me back in.
Jen, you at Five Below?
Listen.
We
Hell no,
can't see you
ain't no
though.
damn Five Below. What?
We can,
You're
I can't see you
dead. You can't see me?
though.
Three is your phone. It's your rotten apple.
No, baby.
It's your rotten
This
apple.
is that
Listen,
iPhone 14. I know it ain't me.
listen. I feel like Jamal, you talking about it from both sides, not in a bad way. I feel like it. I mean, that can be an experience, but like I said, I feel like it has a lot to do with intention. Like some people intentionally go out.
God damn it. Did she
Yeah,
just
tell it.
intentionally go out or not?
I don't know what's going on. It's bumping people out.
Oh, is just doing it right there?
Yes. Oh, I'm trying to add somebody back in. Chad, you still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah. See, I don't know. They got bad signals where they at.
So Chad.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask this question real quick. This gonna kind of change the energy. I want Jen to get back in so she can keep this going. And it's gonna kind of switch the energy up in the room a little bit.
Okay.
I'm trying to let one of them back. It's not letting nobody back in.
Because I wanted to just allow them to speak on how, you know, we was going. All right, here we go. All right, Jay, talk to us.
Oh, man.
That medicine kicking in.
Shut up. I feel like some people intentionally just go out and just start their day. Who can I play today? How can I? Ooh, let me call this one. Ooh, let me do this and do that. And then it's like it's a scam. It's like you just be out here just doing whatever because you can, because you know maybe some people are gullible, and you know some you can get away with some shit with some people who are naive and don't put up boundaries. I'll also agree with that point that was made about if this one playing you and that one playing you and that one playing you, you do need to check yourself, because that's you allowing certain things to continue to happen over and over and over again without taking accountability of who you let close.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, she can't come back on for 1 week. Twice.
Hey, Scott, what's your question, Scott?
It's not letting him on either. Oh, wait.
Oh, there you go.
Why I can't see nobody?
I can see everybody.
Y'all signal fucked up. Why y'all keep kicking us out?
This
We
conversation too real.
You know how
Skynet said,
you know,
we
he always
don't
kick
want
us up.
y'all healing.
Yeah, yeah.
Because Maul
So
was
listen,
fucking them up.
Mo,
All the
you was doing
time.
good. I don't know what
Maul,
happened.
you was doing very well, good brother.
I
So listen,
appreciate you.
so the conversation says, are you a runner or you stay sleep on the couch and work it out?
Right.
Say that again,
Usually a
Mo.
little late.
I mean, say that again,
We,
Scott.
I said no. I'm looking at the pen. That's the title of the whole situation. So
Mm-hmm.
y'all, we
Yeah.
were talking. I know y'all probably went left because we got on a little late. So I wanted to know, like when you argue with somebody or you talk about like in a relationship, right? You supposed to
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
stay. You supposed to like stay on the couch.
So are you a runner or you will sleep on the couch and work it out?
Or,
It all depends on what's happening.
mm.
It all
So what
depends.
do you mean by it depends on what's happening? So you mean in the standpoint of the woman or just the situation?
Yeah.
Yeah, the situation of the woman, yes, exactly, or the woman, or something I did, or the lady might have did, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? If I fuck up, I'm sleeping in this bed.
This nigga.
That's it.
Put the
Move
pillow
over.
between, right?
Yeah, I'm not because more than likely I'm gonna be taking care of my household. So what the fuck I look like sleeping on my couch?
Talk to him.
So you say you a
But
carry.
yeah, sleeping on the couch tonight. It's like,
Yeah, okay, all right.
let me throw you a pillow and a blanket, brother.
No, I'm just saying. I just can't see me doing it. Less like I said, less like yeah. I can't see me just going to sleep on no couch.
I'm
Like, you know what I
staying in
mean?
my house. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
That's
I'm
white
not.
people
Yeah,
stuff though. That's been like from sitcoms and white
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
I see me even going to sleep with like you know what I mean, like sleep in my sunroom or something like that. But I ain't sleeping on no couch. Like that's done. That's
No, but
kaput.
that's still you still staying though. You feel me? Like you still
Yeah, I might
riding it out.
say it
You
all
still
depends. It all
rumbling.
depends what happened now. If it was indiscrepancies by the woman, it's getting late. You know what I'm saying?
It's
It's
getting
getting
But
late.
like,
fucking late.
but I challenge you
It's
guys to think
It's
about this.
late.
I challenge you guys to think about
It's
this.
getting fucking late, Queen. So
Wait,
stay
You
talk
with your
to him.
mom.
you
Sit
know
down.
how mad and petty you have to be if you think about it logically. For you to go in your sunroom, and I'm not making this about you, Scott. I'm just using an example.
Go do
You
your
to
thing,
go
brother.
It's about him because he said it. Go ahead.
for you to go in your sunroom, for you to fall asleep in 7 minutes, for you to be laying next to somebody that you're gonna be sleeping, don't recognize. You got to really be upset.
Not really. That too. But you could be in fear for your motherfucking life.
Woo!
You might have to go in your son room because he got a door lock in your daughter room.
But why you
Yeah,
doing
motherfucker
that?
gonna
That's
throw some
part of the
grits on you. She
game.
gonna throw some grits on you, mom.
Part of the game, right,
That's
Straight
part of
Chad?
the
up.
game. Like one day
Hey,
you might get
Hey,
hey.
socked by your lady. Like what we doing?
Listen, all that shit part of the game, player. Listen. You think you gonna climb up in that motherfucker and cuddle up all you want? You gonna wake up, shit gonna be different.
Yo,
You know
my
what I
wife hit.
mean?
Yo, listen. My wife
Yeah.
hit me one time so hard. Number one,
Talk
I
about it, Chad.
didn't expect it.
Oh, that's the worst. That's the
Number
got
two,
worst.
it.
it came across the chin.
Oh
Number three,
shit.
I felt something go click. Like I
Right,
was
y'all.
so like I still ain't wrapped my mind around it.
He was appalled.
It was like
You see the part.
I'm appalled.
No, Philly chicks can't hold their
I
hands.
don't even know if it heard it. I
So
don't
Ma,
even know if it
let
heard
me
it.
ask you a question, Ma. You gonna go sleep in? You gonna go sleep in the other room, Ma?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
have.
Chad, you sleep on the couch, Chad? Where you go sleep at, Chad?
I go sleep in my
In
room.
the basement. The
Like
fuck?
sleeping good. That's it.
Who said
Oh,
the
oh, look.
basement?
Oh, this is my
The
question.
wife said in the basement.
Ah!
In the basement.
Oh,
So
I ain't going.
look. No, this a question though, real quick for y'all.
I
So
slept on the couch too.
They
this
be mad.
true,
And
true,
be mad she made the wrong decision. Why the fuck I
Like
say
true.
I
I
should have
want to
made
sleep
that
down
nigga
here?
That
get
back
out.
was hurting.
Now you
Yeah.
gotta
So
stay with
look.
the.
Oh, cool. Bye,
Let me
Trey.
ask
She
y'all a
ain't mad at
question.
anything.
Do y'all think it's right for
Jamal, you
somebody?
spoke to that girl. Get
Here we
out.
go. Here we go. So listen. Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think is wrong if y'all beefing and let's just say your normal routine, y'all get in the bed, of course, cuddle up, whatever the case may be. If y'all beefing, do you think it's wrong if you know what I mean? If you get in the bed but you don't, you know what I mean, you don't cuddle up and you like just turn over and go
Petty
to the
as
other
fuck.
side?
That's petty.
No, it's part of the game, and I'm gonna be
It
honest.
is part of the
It's
game.
part of the game
It's
because
part of the
listen,
game. It's part of the
you
game.
don't want to make that like all right. So it's very hard to like meet somebody and then like you go in for a kiss and don't know if they ready to kiss you back. So you don't want to go into the bed and be the bigger person and go cuddle, and they like, get the F off me. Now you know that's gonna boil your blood.
You be
You gonna
like,
be ready.
You better strong armor.
So you just gotta look at and more. I'm gonna say this though, and I know this is probably a bad thing to say, but women don't really know what they up against. They don't know what they up against to really give us the credit that we deserve. Because it's really like me laying in bed with my back turned. Do you know I can go outside and not come home tonight? So if I don't want to cuddle, you can call me petty, but I'm still here though.
Yes, that's okay. Talk to him.
That's how I feel.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think that's you know what I mean, necessarily wrong. Because that's what I was gonna say, because it can't you know, we had this discussion or whatever like that, and I'm sure it's not an uncommon job, you know what I mean, where somebody go on the bed and turn their back, this and the third. But my whole thing is, at least that person is, you know what I mean, in the bed. They, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they still at home. They might need to get themselves together, whatever the case may be, and then, you know what I mean, however that work out, you know. But I know it's a Saudi joint, but I think it's still like, it's I ain't gonna say fair, but I think it's still a respectable joint because you still there at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So that's just that. How you feel, Sheree?
It depends on what's going on. I don't want you to, don't touch me, don't look at me, don't nothing. You can still be laying there, but don't come near me.
Sure, you toxic.
Yeah, Sheree is toxic.
I don't care.
The
So I'm
toxic
being
host.
honest. I'm not lying. You want me to lie? Don't touch me.
Sure.
You pissed me off. Don't touch me.
That was
We
only
can
for a
lay in the
second,
same
though.
bed, but
You
don't
funny
touch
though.
me.
You funny because you
How
be
am I
feeling.
funny? I'm
You
telling
funny.
the truth, and I'm not gonna lie and say that I have not done that, and I have. We've been here before. I'm not sugarcoating nothing. We've been there before. We have experienced it. It has happened. I'm not gonna act like it hasn't happened. When things get hard or stuff and tough and rough, yeah, we lay in the same bed, but don't touch me. Don't come near me, and I won't come near you, and that's
But you
that.
Yeah, nah.
criticize me.
Sometimes you
But you
need your
criticize me
space.
for that though. You criticize me for not. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
we had moments like that, but I'm not gonna act like I've never done it either.
That's a part of her keeping it real.
Period.
No, not if you just criticize me for doing that though.
But guess what? You
It's cool when they
criticized me
do
for
it.
Chill,
doing the
Scott.
same
It's
thing.
cool when
No,
they
we
do
have
it.
done it. I'm not saying that it never happened. You have criticized me as well, but I'm not going to sit on here and say I've never done it, and I have.
Okay. All right. Well,
It's cool when they do it.
it's a
Hello.
problem. We do it.
You know what, Scott? Please. No, it's
Sheree, you
part of
know
the
I'm usually on
game.
your
It's
side,
part of
Sheree,
the
but you
game.
wildin' tonight,
It's
Sheree.
part of the game. It's part of the
Woo!
game.
It's
No,
getting hot.
listen. I respect that. Everybody need their space
Scott,
at time.
get
You know what I
late.
mean?
You're going to hell,
It's
sir.
definitely getting late.
It's getting late.
Everybody need their space. You know what I mean? At times. So I think it's fair game. You know what I mean?
Because at the end of the day, you don't want her to leave. She don't want you to leave. But, I mean, that don't mean that we got to
It
be
all
touching each
depends
other.
what was
Nothing.
done.
Huh?
It all depends what was done.
No,
Can
I mean,
somebody give Scott an example of? All right, Mark. Go ahead, Mark. Give me a 10 runoff, and we're gonna say whether you could stay or leave. Like, give me 10 issues, and we're
a
gonna say whether I
situation.
would stay on the
Do a
couch or
rapid
leave.
fire, Jamal. Do a rapid fire,
Rapid
Jamal.
fire.
Fuck all that.
Everybody
Do
just
a
New
say
rapid
baby
whether
on
they
the
fire.
leaving or
way.
not.
New baby on the fire. Stay or leave, Sheree. New baby. Stay or leave. What you doing? You
I'm
sleeping in that
fucking
bed?
out. Packing my shit and the fuck rolling.
All right, but are you out or do he gotta leave?
She cocked the head
No,
to the
I'm
side.
out.
They be feeling so strong about that.
Right, Mark. I don't understand that. Like, why
They
they
be
keep?
feeling so strong.
Mark, we're
Sheree,
we're
11
not going down
He
that
years
ain't
I
road,
going
Mark.
nowhere.
sacrificed, and
He
you'll
ain't going
leave me at a
nowhere.
drop of a dime.
At a
She's not
drop of
going
a
nowhere.
hat.
We're
STD.
not going down that road, Mark. It's part of the game. Come on with no.
She's not
Hello?
going
STD.
nowhere.
Part of the game. They got me. See, this is the part I don't understand. Like, you ask the
Bacteria
question.
vaginosis.
You ask.
Your pH is to the left.
All right. Well, if her mouth is still good, then I'm staying in the bed.
Yo, hey Scott, we done. We
All
done.
right, my
Come
bad.
on.
I got all late, man. I had to catch up, baby. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
get late. Get late, brother. Get late.
Yo, so I put up the deuces.
I'm
You know what I
just
mean?
saying, like,
No, we
you
gonna go.
can't ask a
We in it for
question and
life. We in
then
it for life.
expect it to be something
Death row.
else. Like, I don't understand it.
We in it for life.
We're not in it for life. Not with no nothing.
Wow. Oh, we not in it for
Death do us
life.
part.
Not with no
So
other.
Chad, you
Well,
in it for
somebody
life,
gotta
Chad?
die. It ain't gonna be
If
me.
your lady come on pregnant, Chad, you in it for life?
Well, don't put me in that. Don't put me in that.
I'm sorry,
Whoa!
Queen. I'm sorry.
Woo-hoo.
It's
You know, Chad a
late, God.
philosopher, so
It's
you know,
late.
Chad think he's Steve Harvey for real.
He
Hey
already
man,
said he's leaving.
yo, that just hit me like a shot of Vladimir, bro. But I'm out.
Not Vladimir.
And bro, look, this might even be the situation where she was like, "Yo, I don't know if it's yours or his. It's a possibility.
Whoa,
I'm out.
Ooh,
that's a
Mm.
crusher.
You coming
I'm
back?
staying.
that's deep.
Am I coming back if it's mine? No.
I'm
You
It's
staying.
gonna
getting
be the
late, sis.
nuttest
It's
ass
getting late.
dad. I'm gonna be like the boy that bought the McDonald's just for his kid.
For sure.
I ain't dealing with that
We
kid at
can't
all.
take that shit.
You
No,
not
we
Mm,
gotta
nobody
stand
is
for
taking it.
something.
I don't care what
I'm staying.
nobody say. You can make any excuse in the world, but you're
Jamal,
not.
you a
Ma,
damn lie.
Ma,
I'm
you a
I'm
damn lie. So
I'm
You
listen,
I'm
gonna be cutting
it's
hair
a
in Atlanta, Jamal. Get
see,
the fuck out of
it's
here.
a
Okay,
reason why a woman
he
should
on the
stay
next
because
thing smoking.
the baby is not in your stomach.
I
So
don't
she don't gotta see
care.
it for 9 months. She just gotta think about it. You walking around here with another man baby, talking about you want jalapeno chips with pickles and all of that. You think I'm
Mm.
getting up to go get it at 2 o'clock in the morning?
gonna give him his
It's
All
getting
that
first
nigga.
late.
haircut.
Ever
I'm
go
gonna get a
It's
young boy's
late.
first haircut.
It's
You know
getting
what
late.
What, a virtual haircut, Maul? Get
I
the
mean? A
fuck out
virtual,
of
So
here.
you
Okay,
so
he's
if
capping,
if
y'all.
you
No, he
having
capping.
fucking
This is
contractions
what
and your
Chad was
baby is
talking about. We don't need
I'm
this
talking
on this
about you,
platform. No
Sylvester. You
lies in this
listen,
space.
pregnant. You
listen.
get somebody else pregnant.
If
you
what?
telling me if a baby is pushing his hand through your stomach, I'm supposed to be sitting here with this cool like that?
You sitting here
Mm.
And you better say
any
goo
other
goo
way. You're
gaga.
not gonna give
Mm.
me nothing to eat.
I'm letting you know right now. I'm out. I'm gone,
Why?
brother.
You want
Mm,
me to stay? You want me getting up 2 o'clock in the
Hey,
morning going to get somebody else jalapeno
hey,
chips?
Scott, you got the
wow.
Airbnb available? I'm out of here. You hear me?
You better believe it, brother. I got you.
It's getting late.
I need a discount for heartbreak, brother.
You already know, brother.
You know, as
Pull
soon as you
up.
get in the car,
He
it's
don't
gonna
like
be
grilled eggs and look.
WDAS. It's gonna be every song you
That nigga
ever.
gonna cry when he get in the car.
You better.
What the
Quiet
hell is
storm.
going on between the sheets in
Okay,
my
so I
home?
have another
Oh,
question.
Like,
I have one.
I'm gonna be having to listen to sports radio
So
on my
wait,
way to
listen.
Scottsdale.
that's funny as shit.
Mm-mm-mm.
So if you court your spouse being intimate with somebody else, you staying or leaving?
I see it.
What, in the crib? Oh, it depends where.
What's intimate?
Yeah,
What's
we
intimate though,
Nowhere.
Sheree?
in the crib.
What's intimate, Sheree?
Sex,
Oh
nigga.
hell
What do you
no!
Sex?
mean?
Oh.
You're
You
finished in this
staying
town.
or you
I'm
sleeping on
done.
the couch if
Not in
you
the
running?
crib. Fuck
Sleeping on
no.
the couch. So you think I'm gonna be down there? Cause I'm gonna be mad as shit.
You
Like, did
have
they
to.
stop or they still went back and start doing it again? Fuck no.
Yeah, you got a nice ass headboard too.
I appreciate that, good brother.
Yeah, shut the door, bitch. You a draft, bitch. Come on
You
in.
gonna have that nice ass headboard hitting up against that wall.
Oh my
Hey, Ma, come on, man. Don't give me that imagery, bro. I'm about to sock your man.
Yo, that's crazy. Niggas will get
was
fucked up off
poetic.
Yo,
a
the crazy
little
part is gonna
image.
be like, damn, I ain't get to the range in a while. This is a perfect opportunity.
Oh shit.
Let's see if they here turn into gushers.
You know what I mean?
You
Or
know
that thing
what?
sideways.
I
I'll
Menace to
probably
cannot.
society.
I'll probably scare the shit out of you because I'm gonna just start saying hadiths. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, you done.
no, I'm out.
So y'all leaving?
Oh yeah, I'm out.
Another deal breaker. Mm.
In the crib for sure. That's disrespectful.
I
I'm
mean,
out.
you'd be
Damn.
surprised.
It done got
The work
bad.
husband.
I know it goes down. Not all the
I
time.
mean, people stay all the time.
But no, some niggas gonna stay because of the competition and the feeling like they want to win. It's a prize.
There
It's
ain't no
not even
fucking
about the
I think
competition,
there's more
nigga.
women than men. I
You
think there's more
won,
women than
nigga.
men.
You
Fucking
won.
balls,
nigga.
nigga.
There ain't no competition, nigga. The fuck?
Chad, that's more women than men.
No, it's
Come
Yeah.
niggas too.
on.
It's niggas
No,
too.
it is.
Come on, man.
Y'all be acting like y'all don't never do nothing. Y'all not gonna never live or never. Stop
It
it.
just depends on who know about it. Cause with niggas that they'll stay if not enough people
I
know.
don't know. You cut me too deep.
Brother.
I don't know.
Wow. Girls trips.
Let's talk
Wow.
about it.
Girls trips.
You
Yeah.
gonna speak on it?
But we gotta
Uh-huh.
Like I
get
said, that stands. I think niggas will stay around if don't nobody know about it. If it's
Yeah,
like out and about where people know around town, that's a
yeah,
different situation.
yeah.
At
No,
least,
cause that nigga always got one up on you.
yeah, at
Like
least
y'all gonna
one other
walk in
nigga
somewhere
know.
and he gonna be in
No,
there
but
like, yo,
as long as don't nobody know but y'all, you might stay.
Unless the nigga
no.
that was hitting was blind, then nigga, it's one too many other niggas that
Ray
know.
Charles.
We good.
All of a sudden now I'm at the
Ray
basketball
Charles.
court, me and this nigga playing against each other.
If Ray Charles fucking, if Ray Charles fucking broad, nigga, I'ma convince him it wasn't her, and we just gonna keep
Mm.
it to ourselves. God damn it. You know what I
Well,
mean?
Ray's
I mean,
smashing it. She
listen,
gotta be
you
scared.
know, you got to be honest with yourselves here. If you're gonna stay, you're gonna stay. It's not wrong with it. No, this is a judge-free zone.
Oh,
Well,
nowadays niggas gotta get used to that because y'all cheating more than y'all ever cheated.
Woo!
I don't want to
Mm,
know
They
nothing
ain't
about
lying,
that.
brother.
I don't want to
mm.
know nothing about that.
These
So,
women out
Mm.
here
They going out
is
with their
cheating more than
girlfriends.
men.
They going to the bar.
Listen,
Girl strips, you
hey,
They
see?
East,
going to
keep it a bean.
strip bar.
I ain't
East,
gonna
What you
lie.
talking about?
For sure,
I ain't gonna
East, keep it
Joe.
a
lie.
bean. These chicks out here cheating heavy, ain't they? Keep it a bean,
Mhm.
East.
I ain't gonna lie. They used to say, when they always say, oh yeah, your son can have friends over. You don't never close the door. But nowadays, when your girls got girlfriends, you need to keep the
Mm.
door open at all times because something going
Mm.
on.
Motherfucking
Wow.
Tabitha over.
I ain't gonna
not
Wow.
lie, it might be a little scissor action going on,
Wow.
a
Wow.
little
Not the
bump,
scissors.
a little bumping lips, and you would never know.
Mm.
No,
Whit-
and
You ain't
hey,
lying.
Whitney,
especially them
Whitney, best
feminine
friend
ones.
ain't never leave her
Them the
side
ones
when she
y'all
was
gotta
with
watch
Bobby.
out for. They think it be us. No, you gotta watch out for them two lipstick joints.
Wow.
Because guess
They get
what?
you together.
all
Wow.
the way
Whitney
together.
Houston best friend was
Two
with
feminine
her.
women.
She was with her even when her and
Two,
Bobby
like a
was
woman
arguing.
like you. So
Yep.
that's what a lot of the girls do.
Yeah.
You be thinking that be the best thing. Them bitches be fucking with each other.
And I think it's at an all-time high now because girls are starting to believe that they don't need niggas. So now they just bumping
All
with
these
each other.
bitches got their liquor license.
Yeah. Wow. Not liquor license.
That's it.
Wow.
Chill.
Liquor,
That's
like
it.
nothing
Relax.
Liquor license.
Little bump, bump,
Wow.
bump.
Bump, bump, bump.
That's the B2K shit.
You would never know. I'm going over. She gonna go press my hair.
Yeah, she
Hair
gonna
come back
press.
looking a mess. What happened?
got.
In a
You would
mess.
never know. You the butt of the joke.
Mm.
You
That's what I'm
better,
Damn.
you
saying.
better believe it.
Fellas, these women out here cheating more than they ever did. This is the highest rated
Mm.
of
That's
female
not. That's
cheating we've
not.
ever
That's
had.
not cheating, right? Because it's two women, so
Oh,
that's not
eating
cheating,
ain't
right? That's
cheating.
what y'all into, right? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, what you trying to say?
That's
Eating
the
ain't
part of
cheating?
that's the
Eating
part
ain't
of the
That's
cheating.
game, Scott
different.
and East. That's what and Chad. That's what Jamal said. That's the part of the game.
What, eating
It
not cheating? That's
is.
what
That's
Chad
Eating
said?
ain't cheating.
Dating
Woo!
No, that
slim,
don't
really
count.
It
respectful.
don't count long as I know about it.
yeah.
Mm.
Give a nigga leave some leftovers, nigga.
I'm
And you know what I
telling you,
mean?
that a
That
lot of
means
niggas
it
want
ain't
the girls
cheating.
don't
The
get.
work husband.
That too. Yep.
Oh no.
Yeah, them
Not only
security
No,
guards that
no
work
business.
overnight.
No business with personal.
Yo, you
No,
know what's
no.
so funny?
that's the easiest place. Is the
Man.
workplace.
No
Otis.
business with
You
personal.
see
That's a
how
no no.
Otis was with
Never get
Pam.
high on your own supply.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Work
That's a fact.
husbands. All
That's
that.
a fact. Never get high on your own supply, people.
So, Cherie,
Huh?
Uh-oh.
you still ain't never answer me.
What?
If that pH is to the left, you done?
No,
That means the
we gonna talk
pigmentology,
about
man.
it.
Yeah, come on now. Stop
You
that.
can't get to the
That
thing.
could
So,
be any that
vaginosis,
could
you
be tight
done?
jeans, you know
That
what I
says a
mean?
lot about your semen get better.
That could
We
be
gonna go to the
medication, you know
doctors
what I
and
mean?
get you checked out.
Hey, yo, ain't nobody on here got no fucked up pH balance for
You know
some
what I
tight
mean?
jeans.
It could be anything. It could be new toothpaste. You know what I mean? We ain't going
Ma, what's this? Girl, you know that we got that new toothpaste.
It's y'all, nigga.
You know, in Jamaica, they
Motherfucker
don't
have a
got no
bread
name
roll in her
brand. They don't got
panties.
no name brand
Motherfucker, all that
toothpaste.
yeast in them motherfucking
nigga,
panties.
listen.
Oh, not the yeast.
Listen. We ain't gonna
No, we
automatically
not.
go to that.
We throw each other off though, to be honest. But you
What the
know,
hell you
I
talking
don't know
about?
what that
You
means.
got to expound on that, sister. Let's
No,
take a
she
We
don't.
dive.
always
Let's
want
No,
to
talk
she
even it
about it.
out
don't.
with men and
No,
women.
she don't.
What you
What,
talking
big
about?
mama?
No, she
huh?
don't.
We do
So
throw each
how do
other
women
off
throw men
sometimes,
off?
depending on what you eating, what you doing at the
Oh,
time.
okay.
Sometimes it
What
happens.
Yeah,
but
that asparagus fucked you up.
Yeah, you know.
Mm.
Hey, you thinking you burning. Oh, what the
So
fuck is that
Chad, your dick
smell?
burning, you gonna blame it on asparagus, huh, Chad?
Asparagus good for you. It's
You know,
just
I
that
got a
you can't
strong
take
immune
it.
system because the last time I got burnt, I ain't know. I ain't had none of the symptoms of the green shit or the
Oh,
burning.
you
you
had
a super
kids?
spreader. Oh, a super spreader.
Oh shit!
I don't know what you mean by that, Maul, but I'm gonna pause on the super spreader, brother.
Burning that lunch.
Don't
I
know what you mean,
can't.
good brother.
Mm.
Okay.
You
Asymptomatic
Walking
bull.
infection.
So Scott, you saying if that pH ain't right, you out?
Sister, that had nothing to do with me.
And then they transfer to somebody else.
You said they got nothing to do with you.
Y'all niggas
No,
better
I'm
get some
innocent.
spirulina and shit to kill that candida out of you and all that yeast.
Yes,
Bro, we
sir.
ain't what that do.
Kill that trash in your body. Fuck
Some of
you
that
talking about.
tussin.
Mm.
It's a little deodorant on it. You be alright.
So, Cherie, what's your deal breaker, Cherie? You said you leaving the
A
couch for
baby is
what?
a
A
wreck.
baby,
A baby
a
is over.
disease you'll stick around.
All right,
A
what if he
baby is
grown? What if he
done.
13 right now? He
I,
not a
I
baby.
think I might have to run.
What?
Pinker.
She's a runner. She's a
She
track
gonna,
star.
she
Somebody
gonna run away
Before
when
you
it gets
say,
hard.
What about messing with a girl at your job? Somebody at your job.
What about
Well,
best
I'm
friend?
coming and I'm blowing that motherfucker up.
See,
hey,
that's
we can
the
use
problem.
this.
You
Why
We
is
can
you
toxic.
use
doing
this in
that,
court.
Cherie?
You toxic. Yep.
Key.
Hey,
Why is you
screen
doing
I'm
record
that?
blowing
this,
it up.
brother Chad.
For what?
I believe it too.
You
Good.
I'm
toxic,
blowing it
Cherie.
up.
You gotta let go and let God.
Nah,
Ain't no
what?
let God.
She turned
I
into
ain't
Chief
put
Key.
God.
Yeah.
Why do we want to control each other so much?
They ain't
I
got nothing to
know.
I know.
control.
Because when you love something, you just want to hold it and hug it and love
No.
it.
When you
All
No,
right,
love
so let me
somebody,
ask
And
you a
you
don't
can
treat
question.
them
squeeze it to
bad.
death.
Shut the
Yo,
fuck
y'all
up.
out
That's
here
how
talking
girls
crazy
are
about
around
love.
to
I
me.
got a favorite pair of sneaks, but I wear other sneakers too.
Yeah.
what?
So,
Absolutely.
Chaz, you like chips and you try other chips from time to time, Chad? That's what you trying
No,
to
I don't
say?
mess with chips because the sodium be too high. I'm
Yeah,
cool with
too much fuck.
too much salt, good brother.
He said he keep the same dip,
His
just
wife be
different
fighting.
chips.
Yeah, pop your wife gonna shoot the shit out of
So
Chad.
if you find out that your spouse is messing with one of your friends and a close friend.
Close friend
That's
like
Get a
gonna hurt.
Instagram
hammer,
close
slap
friend
her
or like
upside the
close
head.
friend like
No,
That's gonna
close
hurt.
friend like y'all damn
Slap her
near grew
upside
up
the head with
together,
a
close
hammer.
friends.
You're
Yeah,
done.
Oh
that's
yeah,
gonna
they
hurt.
both getting killed.
That's a homie.
I don't know.
You gotta shoot both
That
of them.
sounds like a
Yeah, we ain't
homicide.
sleeping on no couch. We
Yeah,
out.
they both
Get the
gotta
fuck
get
out.
shot. Ain't nobody making it out.
They gonna be
You
like, where
get
she
shot.
been? She been sleeping on the couch.
Fucking cook.
She been on the
Blunt
couch for
force
weeks.
You're
trauma.
done. You're
That's the whole
done.
thing.
I'm killing you and her.
Yep, that's
Blunt
when they both
force.
Sheree,
gonna get
Sheree,
killed.
And
stop,
that's
Sheree,
going to be a
stop, Sheree.
trauma
No.
fashion.
You a God fearing
Exhibit
woman,
A.
Sheree. Stop.
We have this
Everybody
live.
dying
You know what I
Hey,
today.
mean?
Sheree.
We got
Call
this
That's
me
a
live
out
here.
if
trauma
you hide the
fashion, good
body.
sister.
Let me
Yeah,
tell you something. I
we
got
got
it
you
all
on
planned
live.
out. You're dying and I ain't going to jail.
Yep.
She putting that saline in that water. You
B, what
thirsty?
that mean you done, B? What that mean you done, B?
You thirsty?
You're done. They said you're done.
Who's that shit they was
Y'all
killing
seen
people with?
Maul?
Easy.
Maul been walking
They always
backwards for
killing
like
people
3
with
weeks.
Hey,
Sayonara.
easy.
upside
I'm gonna hit you once we get off the live, Ease.
Hey, Ed. Listen,
I forgot what that shit
I'm
was.
talking about best friend. Like if I was your best friend,
What in the world, Sheree?
You
So what about emotional cheating, Sheree? What if you go through somebody's phone and you see they was texting somebody? What about
Oh,
that?
that ain't bad. That
Flower
ain't too
friend.
bad.
He said that
I
ain't so
mean,
bad.
Emotional?
That's
I'm
worse.
a
That's worse
stay.
than physical because you tied someone.
I'm a
Relax. I
stay.
want to hear the queen answer.
I'm a stay.
Emotional, you staying? Physical, you out?
Yeah, I'm out.
It's gonna fuck me up mentally. I can't mentally
Yeah,
stomach
it's
that.
gonna take me some time, but I'm gonna stay.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think emotion is deeper than
No, cause
physical.
I don't need nobody imprinting my woman. Fuck that. You
I mean,
imprinted, it done. Like with men, I
I
think
don't
it's
let the
different than
guard
women.
down, but I'm gonna stay.
I
Everybody.
get
I feel like anybody will experience something like that. So you can't
I
tell
mean,
me
nigga
it's not
imprint
gonna
your
it,
set.
girl, you done.
Hey
But
Scott,
most
you
she
better
know that.
relax.
Men could have sex with those
Going through phones not bad. Okay.
Going through phones not bad.
Hey Scott, you better relax.
It's getting
You out
late,
here
Scott.
playing, man.
It's getting late, Scott.
I think
Emotional cheating is not good.
for guys,
All right, so
you really need to
all right.
know.
Let me ask you this.
A girl can handle
Let
a
me ask you this,
goddamn.
Sheree. You find out, you go
A
through his
girl can
phone,
handle a
and
goddamn.
you find out you keep
here you
seeing
go
this
with your
200.
shit, Chad. Do not ask her none of that
What
specifically.
happened?
All right,
At,
never mind.
He said, "Don't plant the seed, black."
put
My
make
fault.
Jen. Where you at?
What
Ask
you about to
Jen.
Make a
say,
general
Chad?
Ask
Go
comment.
Jen,
answer
man.
on.
In
Go,
love with B.
Chad. What you
Ask in love
say?
with B or Shay or what? Ask one of them.
Hey, Jen.
Hair by
Hey, B.
Peru
Y'all,
Velvet, Pure Velvet.
hey, Bree, you
Any of
go through
those.
your nigga phone for 6 months, and every Friday is the $200 deduction, and you check his and you and you check his and you check his whereabouts every Friday. He at the Roosevelt on the Boulevard.
Oh shit!
Now look, but look, this the thing.
Might just be a prostitute.
No, listen. He not talking to the bitch. He ain't
That's a
saying
prostitute.
who you
You gotta
are.
have it.
He just getting his Nikki Tango on the whole shebang bang, giving her 200 and he gone.
You gotta have it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's cool. You
That's
gotta have
regular.
it.
That's good.
options.
But knowing a
He
black
got
woman,
regular,
she
so
want
you
to see
cool
what
with
the
the nigga
white
having
bitch look
regular.
like. That's what
It's
she
not the
is.
same person.
Mm.
You gotta have it. That's either he's doing drugs or that's a prostitute. Yeah, it's not the same
Yeah,
person.
ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's a prostitute.
Who?
She's
It's not the
no,
same
she's a sex worker. Let's have some respect.
person. Okay,
See, the
okay.
perception
Sex
is you
worker.
saying dirty dick. That's a no-no. First of all, these pimps ain't letting these girls be out here dirty. They gotta make money.
Right.
They got
Well,
their reputation.
I
They can't
think
be
it's
slanging
better
them.
for a man to have a prostitute, fuck with a prostitute, than fuck with a girl that they can catch feelings for anyway.
Exactly. Ain't nothing
But
wrong
they catch
with
feelings
Candy
for
Cane coming over
prostitutes
on
too, you
Friday.
know.
Yes, you do.
Wait, stop.
The
I'm in
prostitutes
love
gotta
with a
talk to you.
stripper.
Little Candy Cane.
Well, you a
Candy
weak
Cane.
nigga.
They fall in
Wow,
love
she a
with the
prostitute.
dances and all
Are
that
you
too.
serious?
No,
I
that's
don't
like
believe
her
that.
for real.
He don't even touch it. He just leave the money
Yes,
on the
daddy, all
nightstand.
day long. That's like
He leave the
I don't
money on the
believe it.
nightstand.
Yeah.
no, he's right. What's the job? If you fall for a prostitute, you got to be a weak nigga because you already know what she doing. That's her job.
It
You
happens.
shouldn't have no strings attached. You supposed to be
Stop it.
going to get your little
Stop it.
shit off and that's it.
We all seen a talented homeless person.
Nigga, you weak then. You weak. You want to go
Out of
have
prostitution.
relations with somebody you really like then. And everybody
You just
stabbing
said
around.
prostitution was cool.
I think, listen, I feel like if you're going to cheat, I think niggas should cheat with a prostitute versus a regular woman that they can catch feelings for. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
I see what
If
you're
you
saying,
got to have
Pastor.
it.
What's a regular woman though?
A woman that you can sell a dream to that really think y'all going to be a family or be something.
A
Because
chick
at
would
the end
rather
of the
you
day,
buy
she's going to
a
get
chick.
attached. No, listen, for real. She gonna get attached and she gonna fuck
Come
your
to you as
shit
a
up.
woman. She come to you as a
She
woman.
gonna know where your folks live at. She gonna have so much access that she can fuck your shit up. A
Mm.
prostitute, you just go meet her, dump off. See you later, good sister.
Your girl rather you pay for pussy than crabs.
It's getting late, Ish. It's getting
It's
late.
getting late.
It's
Your lady
getting
would
late.
not be
I'm
mad.
keeping it real.
So
But
yeah,
I mean, I understand that though.
it's a back page situation.
She rather you pay for pussy than crabs. You buying bitches crabs on Fridays? You in the clock bar?
Getting to know our grandma and shit, walking through all the bullshit in the crib.
Putting gummy
Getting
worms
to
in
know
her
her
slushy?
kids and all that shit.
You said gummy worms in a slushy.
This is
Yeah,
deep.
in the clock bar acting crazy.
Yeah, cause niggas be signing up emotionally with these women, knowing they can't do nothing for them.
Yeah.
But
Why do
look,
you even do it?
but
That's
this
why I say go ahead and get the prostitute, get your shit off, get your week of work for, like if you're stressed out or whatever,
so
get it off and go home to your woman and your children.
so
Because
this is the
niggas can't
thing.
afford a side joint.
But look, if I'm not a
The side joint gonna fuck you up because if you keep fucking them and spending all that time, they're gonna want a little more and they're gonna fuck your situation up. And you're gonna be so lax with them that they're gonna have access to what you got going
Cause
on.
you're dumb. You
but I'm a
release
nice
all
person,
the
so it's not
tape.
really emotional
You
cheating
let
for me. I'm just
all your emotions and feelings
And they be
down.
pillow talking with them bitches.
Yep. Pillow talking like a mug.
What they be saying, Sheree?
All the business that
She
they ain't
don't
got no
know.
Yep.
business to talk
All
about the girl.
business. Yeah, F her. We ain't together.
They
Ain't
about to
nobody.
meet up and
You
get
rather
I'm
you
life
just with her
ignore
because
insurance.
of the kid. I live in the
her.
Hey
base. I
Scott,
sleep in the
Get
we
on
basement.
my
done. Scott,
nerves. It ain't
we
working
blurred Scott
out.
square out. He's done. Scott's
Yo,
done.
shut up.
Blur square out now. We're done.
This straight wild the fuck out, dog.
We're done.
Scott
Mm.
is getting late.
I don't know. It ain't
Scott's
about me.
done.
She wilding the fuck out.
Square. Get his square out of here.
I'm
Getting late,
canceled.
You
Scott.
know what I mean? Done deal.
You
Are you
know,
a runner or are you a? I was gonna say a track
I'm a
star.
track star.
you
Are
a
you a
track
runner? You're a
star?
track star,
I'm out. Yeah, I'm
or
out.
do you stay when things get hard? That's the question of the day. So, in our closing statements, I want to hear what y'all have to say about our topic for the day. Are you a runner or a track star, or do you stick around when it gets hard? So, Blackie Chad, start us off. What's your closing thought?
Speaking from a married man, I stay true to my vows and realize that I'm not going nowhere. So you gotta stay when it gets hard. And I realize that it just seems like even in those crazy situations, it might be hard today, might be hard tomorrow, might be hard for 3 weeks. But later on in life, you be on live
It gets
talking.
greater later.
So I think running is a sorry excuse, and you're running for a reason. So tap in with them traumas, but I stick around. But it has to
Yeah.
be a barometer or a barometer of how far you would go with what you stand for. You can't be staying for everything. And I also don't believe you should tell your mate everything you would stay for. Because sometimes you might gotta call the bluff. So
I agree.
I don't know what I would stay for is what I say.
Copy.
Scotty.
Me, I need more time. I'm gonna let each go. I need more time.
Ish.
I'm staying depending on who it is. And if I'm in it, like I ain't in a relationship now, but I have stayed around for some things I probably shouldn't have. Cause I'm not a quitter so much.
Do you think?
So,
Hold on,
but I
Ish.
don't,
I don't
I
mean to
don't think
cut you off.
everybody's worth it.
I don't mean to cut you off. Do you feel like, because it's interesting? Yeah, I mean, I like talking to you about just intellectual things and even relationships. Do you feel like that you've had a relationship that you regret not fighting as hard for?
Yeah, I let somebody get away. I was being a jerk or whatever. I did let somebody get away, and I kind of like regretted it.
Mm,
And they went on and got like married and shit like that.
mm.
Oh, damn.
So
That's deep.
yeah, but I mean, I was feeling somebody else. That's just
The
being
grass is
not.
greener.
No, I was staying. I met somebody
That
new
shit
that
was
was more
brown.
worth it.
The new
Yeah,
vibe.
man.
The new vibe.
It
Fuck the
wasn't.
left up.
It wasn't the new vibe. It was the old vibe that was already dead, and I didn't want to move on, trying to be loyal. So I will tell people, time don't mean nothing. Like if you got a real one around you, come on, stop me, fool. If you got somebody that's a real one around you, I say go for it. Don't go for time and you just gotta watch people actions because they say a lot of like things, but when it come down to it, they'll drop you in a second. So
Mm.
yeah, I let somebody get away.
Mm.
Respect.
Mm-hmm.
Scott.
I think who it is, like she was saying, and what we got going on. Like, I mean, if we got like kids, relationship, like financial things going on. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And what the discrepancy was, you know what I'm saying? If it's it can't. You got to stand for something. You know what I'm saying? So it can't be.
You
Dig
gotta
it.
stand for something if you can't.
I can't have a tap dancing on me, beloved. You know what I'm saying? I
They be
can't.
heel toeing.
Yeah, you can't too much.
All
I
right.
mean, you might get a little jab, but it's actually you're punching on me consistently. You're done.
Nah, that's a fact. Fact.
Okay.
All right. All right. My closing statement. Are you a runner or a track star, or do you stick around when things get hard? I think that what I mean. Once you get to know yourself, once you've been through a few different relationships and whatnot, you get to learn yourself a little bit better. And then I think once you get to learn yourself a little bit better, it can help you to identify with a mate that works best for you. And once you identify with a mate that works best for you, when you truly feel like that love and that energy reciprocated, that person is in it, in the fight with you, in the relationship with you, and they rumbling for that relationship the same way how you are, whatnot. I think you got to trust yourself, and you're gonna go through some tough times and whatnot, but sometimes you got to trust that decision. Like, yo, no, I did make a good decision with this person. You know what I'm saying? It is worth fighting for, especially when this person is showing me that they understand the value of us being together too. So I say, what I mean, in that instance, definitely, continue to fight for a relationship that you trust, because it was your choice to choose this person or whatever the case may be. But if you are in a space where you have enough experience with relationships, or if you feel like you haven't even gotten to know yourself good enough to be able to make a better decision for a mate, then sometimes you might have to, what I'm saying, recognize where, hey, this is a decision that I'm making. I'm not even my best self yet. This might not be the best thing for me to continue to fight for. You know what I mean? And sometimes some of the best things for you can be to let go of a situation that may not have been the best for you in the long run. So I say, what I mean? Whether to fight or whether to stay, I think that's determined on how knowledgeable you are of yourself and the type of decision making you can make with the partner that you're looking for. You know what I mean? So if you trust that you're making a good decision, then ride for it. But if you can say to yourself, you know what, I got a lot more growing to do, then, you know what I'm saying, then be patient. You know what I'm saying? And you might have to step and you might have to hit the track, you know what I mean, until you get yourself together and get right and make a better decision. Something that you can, that's worth fighting for. That's how I feel.
If it doesn't fit, you must have quit. Say no. Um, I just say I feel like be honest with yourself. I'm not a quitter, so I think that's sometimes can be a weakness for some people, such as myself, because I'm not a quitter and I believe in second chances, and I believe that if it's meant to be, it'll be. So it's not easy for me to just turn my back on love and relationships, even if it's not meant to be. So I just say with that, just be honest with yourself and just take it from there. Because, I mean, we all can say what we're not going to do and what we're not going to put up with until we're really in that situation. And then shit gets real. So I just say be honest with yourself at the end of the day. Yo, the eyes for Chad is hilarious. But
Killing
yeah, I
it.
just say be honest with yourself though at the end of the day. You know, when it comes to relationships or whatever you in, just be honest with yourself.
You know what? I'm
So
gonna leave it at that. I ain't gonna say nothing about that more, but you know what I was thinking more.
what was you thinking?
Right.
Until next time, America.
It's like, no, I appreciate y'all coming on. What is Scott doing with the filters? I appreciate everybody coming on tonight. If you missed any of this, the link will be in my bio to our YouTube channel. This will be on the Davidson Friends. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I appreciate all y'all coming on tonight. And check the deuces.
Deuces.
Hey
Holla
Ma,
at y'all.
you got a unit on right now? Cause I feel
Here,
like every time you got
here
like
we
a unit
go.
on, you
Here we
always.
go. Here
Good
we
night,
go.
night hoes.
It's
Hey
getting
Ma,
late, Scott. It's
hey
getting late.
Scott.
Definitely